Another stream with the streaming buddy Steve, Saint Eve. How are you coming along with that syrup?
Syrup?
Yeah.
Oh, the maple syrup? I forgot about that.
No, it's non-maple syrup. It's a syrup substitute.
What do you mean? Like, wait, how would we? What's it? Corn syrup then?
It's something, right? But it's got to taste like maple syrup. That way, the I can't believe it's not syrup makes sense. You just feed them actual syrup, you'll be, misleading the public. Mm-hmm. Maybe something like a sugar-free substitute for diabetics. I will promote it. I'll promote it as a diabetic. You'll get all the endorsements. What is up, everybody? As you can see, I have a little bit of different setup today. I got a functional webcam and a not great but not piece of shit mic. So hopefully my audio is coming a little bit better. Steve is Steve as always.
I'm here.
Well, you're actually there on time. Well, yeah. Why wouldn't I be here on time? Well, you guys have such little faith in me. Holy.
It's just I was like, I gotta go.
Yeah, I was like, we got the LED strip lights, and I just did not have the ability to get those set up. Crow, you look normal again. You saying I didn't look normal?
Dude, the last stream you were a little.
Oh yeah. Yeah, guys. Sunday was veggie milkshake stream, and I hit it before we started. So I was done before we even fucking started. I was just ready to pass out the entire time. You were baked. Yeah, I was done. Well, throwing the light with fuck. I wanted to turn the light off, but I don't have the little strip light set up on the desktop yet. I get held up at work, so I only got off like 30 minutes ago.
Shit.
Yeah, no, pretty tired. Nice ink, Crow. Yeah, no, this isn't done. So I still got to get. Basically, what I wanted to do was put like comic panel pages on my arm, right down here and everything. On the shoulder, I'm going to do Venom, and I'm going to have like the symbiote dripping down and kind of like messing up the pages. It's just with the COVID, I was not able to get that done, and it sucks. It really sucks. I need to get it done before the wedding, though. I want my sleeve completed before then. Vegan milkshake virgin. Damn. No. Oh gosh, you had a milkshake, shocker. No, guys. Honestly, I used to hit it pretty hard, but like Indiana, it's not so easy to get this stuff, right? Vegan milkshakes are. Yeah.
Once your tolerance is down too, it's down. Like you can't. You gotta ease your way back into it.
And I'm not easing my way back into it at all. In fact, what I might wind up doing, just because I'm totally irresponsible, so maybe halfway through the stream, depending on how we're going with this documentary, I may just say fuck it and choose to hit a little bit, have some fun with it. But only because I know I have my buddies here to control. But you're not supposed to do that on stream, buddy.
That's not.
You don't.
That was always the rule.
How did you get vapor from drinking a veggie milkshake?
It's like it's cold.
Why are you coughing from drinking a veggie milkshake?
You know when it's cold and you can see your breath? I don't know if that happens in America ever, but
well, just what I had. Which doc are you watching? And we actually have two of them pulled up. Maybe you guys can help us pick. We have the video from Suchumo and the video from Phoebus, and I'm probably saying their names wrong.
Neither's Gino Samuel.
Okay.
Because he does like 37-part things, and each one's like 2 hours. So I don't think we have time for that. Yeah,
no,
we
don't. We definitely don't.
We need a condensed, summarized version. So if anyone's familiar with either of those two.
All right, hold on. I'm just posting a tweet with the link to the stream. We're live. The story of Sonichu. I didn't even know how to say the name, to be honest with you. AKA Chris Chan. Let me just tag some people. Origami, who's not here because He's giving me like the most bullshit trash excuses for not making the streams lately. I have a job, Crow. I need to feed my family, Crow. You would never pay me my sandwich, Crow. Like, what a bitch.
It costs money to be on the channel.
Yeah, it's like, dude, he's like, he doesn't care. He's like, he doesn't. I've never met such a self-centered person in my entire life until I met Origami. And now, I'll be honest with you, my faith in humanity is definitely down. I cannot believe Origami is this selfish and self-centered, and all the other words I want to use for him. And if he's in the chat right now, ignore him. That's clearly a fake. It's a deep fake. Just if he complains about anything, in fact, he actually really loves me. I don't know where all the hatred's coming from lately. I definitely didn't start it. So
it's not like he gave you a thumbnail yesterday and you didn't notice.
Yeah. He actually, I think he asked me like, what do we want for the thumbnail today? And I was just like, I don't know.
I don't know. So
actually, for the thumbnail yesterday, he was like, so what kind of thumbnail do you want? I'm like, I want something with a milkshake in it. That's literally it. Oh, John is here. Hello, John. How you doing?
John. Hello.
What you doing, buddy?
How's it going?
How y'all doing? It's going good. It's going good.
Well, we haven't started anything yet.
Why?
We're just because.
Why? He's like, come on.
We're just chatting with everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yes. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good.
How's your stream?
It was good. It was good. Had some fun. Dave Marks, you weren't there, man. You broke my heart.
Aw,
You weren't
Dave.
there. You weren't there, Dave.
Dave, where were you?
It's all good though. Notifications suck. So it is what it is. It's all good. Not just a little stream. Just went over a couple things. People being canceled every day. So gotta talk about the cancellations of the peeps. So she's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's true. Well, hey, you ready to laugh at the living meme that is Chris Chan?
Yeah, I know very little about Chris Chan. His reputation precedes him. So I mean, I've heard the things. I've heard the legend. I've never actually witnessed it firsthand. He was one of those internet personalities that kind of flew under the radar for me for whatever reason.
Oh, he's
Same here. Same here. Like people are telling me who he is. And they're like, wait, he was the guy who did that one thing. He's the guy that people. I'm like, oh, that was him. Oh my God.
See, I know the legend of Darkside Phil, Wings of Redemption. People like that. But yeah, he was one of the guys that kind of flew under the radar. I was just like, oh.
Well, Rev says Chris Chan movie night, and he's going to unzip his pants. So that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. Zip your pants back up, sir, or ma'am. Chris is one of my favorites from Rogue Internet Man. Oh, that's good. You're going to be featured on the what? Billy Bob.
CKI. What is
that?
Quickie? Is that the Quickie? I don't know.
I don't know.
Is that what that means?
Is that like?
It's man. Rev, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to misgender anybody in the audience. So let's just go by they, them. Perfect.
Oh, the Quickie. Yeah, okay, because Quickville, he has like this thing. Yeah.
Oh.
It'll be fun.
I see. Oh, my goodness.
Why would he be featured?
I don't know. Maybe because we're talking about him. Yeah, I don't know if he features people that still talk about Chris Chan. Like, I guess we've never been one of those people yet.
They feature all videos related to. Oh my gosh, really? Oh, well, now I feel nervous.
Don't worry.
I feel nervous. I've only ever had you guys watching. I know you guys are really cool. I don't know about these other individuals. They could be like. They could be like a certain. Yeah, they could be like a certain shrieking banshee screaming about her pornography that nobody wants to fucking look at.
Well, we just gotta keep it above the belt.
Yeah, right.
Crow's reputation precedes him. He's already living rent free in some crazy woman's head.
Yeah, although I don't know, I can't talk about it too much because first off, archiving shit for later. But also, I need to make sure that when we're not streaming about things specifically related to those individuals, we keep the chatter to a minimum about them, because apparently all I do is stream for 6+ hours about one tweet that they'll make. Although, just as a little aside, why the fuck, Maya, Repsion, quick question. Why the fuck were you DMing people telling them that I'm harassing you for literally months and showing CP on live streams of YouTube? Are you
when was
fucking
the first
retarded?
video you did?
Like, I'm sorry, I don't like to use that word, but like, seriously, is there some brain damage going on here? Because I have not been the nicest person to Repzilla, and I realize that that is an ableist thing that I'm doing. And I feel like I shouldn't be picking on the mentally fucking handicapped. So just, if you aren't, then we might have a serious issue. If you are, my deepest fucking condolences to anyone who fucking knows you people. Anyways.
Now that that's out of the way.
Oh my
God. It's good. It's good, bro. Someone needs to be like that directly to him.
Oh my gosh! Actually, you know what? That's the thing, right? Someone just reminded me of it. So let me just show you this shit. I saw someone tweeting about it, so I did take the image and I retweeted it too, just to give it a little bit more signal boosting. Did Repsion's Discord mod just confirm Repsion has porn sections that minors have the ability to access and contribute to? No wonder I keep confusing this douche with Anisian. But hold on. I want people to understand this, right? Because look, DNO, draw my opinions. I don't know this person, right? I've seen literally 3 videos from them. I've been told some things. Other things I've been told are positive, negative. You know, I've been given some excuses to why she's jumped the gun on certain things and kind of not really had the understanding when she's done it. Fair points. I think she's worthy of being criticized. She's got enough of a following where she should be more careful. But if we're going to say that DNO, right, she committed a crime by simply trying to disprove allegations, and I would say that you probably not in the wrong there, like certain people have told me, right? How is this legal, right? You really are scraping the bottom of the barrel. Yes, Rep's server has a porn section. Yes, his server has minors. So right there, that's a huge fucking red flag, right? It is. But then it says here, if a server has minors and those minors access the NSFW channel / then contribute to it, they are immediately banned. We're not responsible for it, yada, yada. Why do they have access to that in the fucking first place?
And it's only until they contribute to it that they're banned. So they can look all they want, but as soon as
have
they
Discord
contribute
logs.
something, they're banned.
Yeah, like, you have Discord logs. You can see when someone's entering a channel. If you know that a minor's in your fucking Discord server checking out NSFW pics, like, the absolute fuck is wrong with you? And then they have the ability to actually post there on top of it. So you say, well, when we catch it, we ban them. They shouldn't have access in the first place, you fucking idiot.
Well, why even have that on the channel to begin with, knowing that you have a young fan base? I mean, best not to even have a section like that. I would think altogether, just to not have to worry about consistently, moderating that right? You know, because it's going to be a headache.
Keep that on your private Discord. Why do you have to have it on the public one?
I'm not a Discord genius or anything like that. Other people do get my Discord set up. Right, 100%. Kayla has been amazing at it. Our good buddy Shadow has done amazing work there. But it's easy to lock NSFW channels. It is. Just put those on lock and only give people access who you know are adults. When you know you have like you said, TVH, when you know you have a young fan base, when you know you have kids in that server, why the fuck are you going to have minors in that server? That's insane. That's asking for fucking trouble. And I'm not going to be the type of person who accuses you of grooming children or anything stupid like that, right? But the fact of the matter is, you run a Discord server where minors can go watch porn. You might want to say, well, I'll ban them if they post there. Not good enough, you dumbass. You fucking dumbass. Especially with the shit that you call out, right?
Yeah.
But the idea that, well, it's not our fault if they easily access the pornography that we make available to them. Are you fucking, like, how stupid do you need to be, right?
So how is it anyone else's fault that like they get fucking Maya's cam shit? It's
yeah, right. Like, oh my
know.
god. And again, you know, I'm just gonna say this to everybody: not the minors. Fuck the minors. Stop watching our fucking streams. If you're not an adult, I might not have an issue with children. I really don't. But like these streams are not for kids. So as much as I really do hope y'all grow up to be well-adult adults with only minor drug issues, I really do hope. Just a little bit. Like the green stuff's okay. The stuff that you snort is bad. And if you gotta fucking shoot it up, then you're going in the wrong direction with your life.
Then you know it's okay, everything else bad.
You should highlight Kayla's comment because
saying. Fun fact: Sushi's Discord doesn't even have an NSFW channel. Think about that for a sec. Sushi's a cosplayer, right? And Sushi's raunchy as fuck. If anyone's gonna have an NSFW channel on her, because I've seen the stuff that she likes on Twitter, right? If anyone's gonna have that in their Discord server, it would 100% be Sushi, and she doesn't.
Yeah, well, like I said, look, you know, I would understand if your content is kind of catering towards that particular audience, and by that I mean like, and to be fair, let's be fair here. Maybe not all the stuff, you know, stuff that's shared on the Not Safe for Work channel. Let's just assume that a good majority of it is just edgy stuff, right? It's not necessarily you know, pornographic in nature or, you know, lewd like that in nature, right? Again, you know, you have a young fan base that comes into there. Why, you know, best I would think best just to not even have a section like that so that you don't have to worry about it. Because again, look, Repsion is a guy that has 700,000 plus subscribers. Okay, he's got a huge fan base. He's gonna have thousands of people that are gonna go in there. Okay. Yeah. So it's just, to me, it would just be best. And look, moderators can only do so much, right? I mean, there's going to be stuff that falls through the cracks. Yeah. So I think, you know, just for the sake of just covering your own behind, just, you know, I would think it would be best not to do that. But hey, look, each their own. Whatever they want to do is whatever they want to do. If he feels that his mods are up to the task of being able to properly screen people on that server, then okay, there you go. You know what I mean? But just be ready to take responsibility for if people fall through the cracks, you know?
Yeah. And this Mia Stark person, because I haven't seen like these original tweets, but to my understanding, they're posting the stuff that's available and what the miners are like doing in there. But like, come on. If you're going to say like, it's not your fault and you'll take action once you see them posting that sort, like they shouldn't have access to it in the first place. I mean, you are going after Anisian, who is a fucking creeper, for the shit that he does with minors, you know, people who are almost at legal age and shit like that, for the grooming and stuff. And in your Discord server, where you have a young fan base, you've got people that can access porn and post in there, right? I mean, and then that's when you'll see it and ban them. You've already fucked up. Like, I don't know. Like, that's just so fucking creepy. Mia supposedly sent that letter to Anisian.
Which letter?
I don't know. Which letter are you talking about, Laura?
I think they mean
I haven't even been on Twitter, I don't think. I went on Twitter like once today.
I think he means the threatening card letter or whatever, the one that was sent to his mother.
No, no, I don't think so. He said sent a letter to Anisian, not Repsion. Although it's easy to confuse the two.
Yeah. Oops. Thank you for the correction.
Oh, Repsion. Oh, shit. Okay, it was Repsion.
Oh, it was.
Okay, so letter to Repsion's mom.
So Mia did? No. That was proven?
Or are they just claiming it? I just want to be clear
that's because that's who they were claiming to begin with, though. That's who Gene said did it, like anonymous Gene. So, like, I don't know if you want to take his word for it or not, but that's the source of that information.
That letter, unless like Mia wants to be famous. I don't know. DMs revealed.
Allegedly.
There's DMs.
I have to say allegedly because like, the person could be just claiming credit just for the, you know, for the sake of it, just for the sake of saying, yeah, you know what I mean, I did that, you know.
That could be it too. I think that's what Jack's saying.
Well, they're saying that they deleted their Twitter. So look, I mean,
but she wants to be famous and that the letter's fake. But like, I don't know.
Ali, go ahead and send those to me. Ali, go ahead and send those to me just so I can verify. Again, I said this when people were watching the stream when that letter came out. Nobody should be sending threatening fucking letters. Don't be a fucking pussy. Honestly, don't be a fucking pussy. You got beef with somebody. Fucking say it to their face. Don't I'm gonna contact someone's mommy and issue them. Like, fuck off. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing on the person who sent the fucking letter.
Yeah, of course. I mean, look, despite how anybody might feel about these people, they don't deserve to be threatened or harassed or anything like that, especially not with any kind of harm. You know what I mean? It's just not. They're not worth it. They're just not worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Point to make fun of them. You know what I mean? Because that's what we like to do. We like to point and laugh at people. We'll leave it at that. But we're not. Nobody here. I think I could say, at least everyone here, and Aura, of course, is going to join us. I think I speak for us all when I say nobody would ever advocate for any kind of violence towards these people or any kind of harassment or anything illegal of any kind towards them. It's just not. It's. Obviously, it's not worth it. We don't wish that on anyone. You know what I mean? It's like that they'll get egg on their face. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I just saw the them admitting to it through Discord DMs, right?
I'm waiting for it to boot up.
You're good. Here, let me take this off stream. Yeah. Look, if you're gonna do that sort of shit, like, get the fuck out. Because you're doing more damage than you are good. It's like the people with Anisian who go outside his home, they set shit on fire, and they throw shit at his house.
Right. That's all right. Yeah. He still, look, for all of his issues, right? The dude is obviously not all there. One has to still have a degree of humanity in them and look at him and say, look, the dude still has kids. You know what I mean? Who are going to be, by extension, terrorized by the things that people might want to do to him, right? Like, could you imagine if somebody actually did something to Onision in front of his kids? You know what I mean? They don't deserve that. You know what I mean?
No.
They don't deserve any of the harassment that might come their way by extension. You know what I mean? So it's just not right. At least have that much of humanity and know that him and his significant other are still parents with young children that don't know any of this stuff that's going on and really have no control over it.
Well, and again, you turn that person into a victim when you attack them that way. You can call these people out for the shitty things that they've done, but the moment you turn around and you start behaving like them, you start issuing out these fucking threats towards people, you start behaving like a fucking animal and shit like that. To me, you've done so much harm to anything that you're trying to do. You've done so much harm to other people calling this dude out, because then they go and say, well, that's everybody. And they're going to do that too, right? So you damaged your reputation, damaged the reputation of other people who might be your friends, right? Like, I don't know this Mia person. If some of you guys do know her, because somebody leaked those DMs, right? So obviously there was someone with enough integrity to expose them, which is a good thing. But you cannot issue threats. You cannot pull this bullshit online, and the fact that you sent it to his mom too, don't be such a fucking pussy. Go and call this guy out publicly on Twitter. I have, right? And I've gotten shit for it. I've gotten certain people that don't want to talk to me, and I sit there and go, well, fine. I mean, dude, what I'm saying isn't wrong. And if that's going to cause me to lose friends or lose people that I respect, they don't want to talk to me or something like that, fine, so be it. I ain't gonna just fucking shut up because of the stigma of calling out a jackass like Repsion simply because he's got such a large following, right? Yeah. But if you're going to go around and pull some shady skeet shit where you start hiding your identity and issuing these bullshit fucking threats, and it's disgusting, right? It makes you look like a fucking petty, vindictive piece of shit. And I don't really, I never really want to find out anyone in our chats, anyone who watches the streams engages with people like that. And I know that the majority of you guys, if not all of you, are good people, right? And I say, if not all, just because sometimes we get angry slug in here. So we got to be a little bit careful about giving too many people credit who watch.
So long story short, Crow disavows. We all disavow.
100%. Yeah, same here.
Yeah,
I was like, don't fucking do that if you are doing that. And
yeah, no, absolutely.
Even if it wasn't technically a threat, because I've seen some people say
I mean,
that in chat, it's
no,
still like
like
you're mailing a really sketchy looking thing to their address, even though it's the wrong address. It's still like letting you like, I know where you live, don't fuck with me kind of thing, and which is a threat. So it is a threat.
The thing is also, yeah, his mom ain't got nothing to do with his nonsense online. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, she's probably embarrassed.
You know, she's probably like, "What is this? What? Who? Daniel?"
You don't need to do that shit. You just don't.
No,
and you just give them ammo. Yeah, and again, it works for everybody, right? I'm sure the people that show up at Anisian's place and set his trash cans on fire are simply sitting there going like, well, it's fucking Anisian and the man's an animal and he's trash and I can basically do whatever. You don't have a pass. You don't have a pass. Everyone deserves to be treated equally.
Yeah, nobody has the right to go and terrorize anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like that's not a right that you're afforded. I mean, you could call him whatever you want to call him, and as long as it's as long as you're not making threats, you know what I mean? But if you want to call him this or have an opinion of him because of that, that's fine. That's whatever. Freedom of speech allows you that. It does not allow you to make threats. It does not allow you to, go in and terrorize this guy just for the things that the things that he has allegedly done. Because again, a lot of it sounds sketch and some of it might have a degree of truth to it. But again, it's still all allegedly, right? Because guy's never been arrested. He's never been arrested. We've seen that he basically will do things, right? He'll go up to that line. But he doesn't cross it, right? He doesn't cross the line of illegality. Now, of course, there's rumors about him having done stuff in the past with minors. But again, how could anybody seek to prove that now, right? There's just no way. All we can do is speculate as to whether or not it's true. Would I be surprised if it's true? No, not at all. But at the same time,
talking about Onision or Repsion right now?
Onision. Talking about Onision.
Okay.
Just for clarity, Onision.
It's hard to tell.
It's like, you know what I mean? Could have done all that stuff, but again, how is anybody going to prove it now, right? Nobody can prove it now. You know what I mean? All we can do is speculate. You know what I mean? It would probably fit within the character of the man based on the actions that we've seen him take, right? With the stuff he's done online, with the creepy kind of videos he's made before in the past, the fact that he doesn't seem to have any kind of regard for just about anybody. I mean, except for say maybe his own children and his wife, but then again, who knows?
Yeah.
But again, nothing that can be 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt proven by any kind of evidence.
Parrot Head said something pretty funny here. Remember when Matt Black threatened Brackett's family and the whole neighborhood? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I remember that. That
was insane.
And look, yeah.
What was it? You better teach your kids to duck. What the fuck, man?
But you know what? To his credit, he did apologize after the fact, but it's messed up. It's a messed up thing to do.
He came back, He came back and he's still doing the same shit.
I mean, look,
it is what it is.
Fine. That's fine. He could, that's his prerogative.
That's true. Anyways, let's. I do have the documentary pulled up here. I figured we can start it. I think Orr's already seen part of it, so if not the whole thing. So he'll be able to comment once he jumps in. Before we begin today, guys, please, just want to say a special thank you to all of our patrons. You guys have been amazing. You've been amazing supporting the channel. I know, beautiful graphic, beautiful people.
God bless y'all. Wait. Steve Eve, bless you all.
I'm blessed.
Let me hide. Focus on the patrons, not me. If you do want to help us out, support us on Patreon. Link is in the description. But these people are the ones who are making a lot of stuff on the channel possible. It's just amazing when I see that there's someone who jumps in to drop a donation, even for $1 or something. It's a huge help. But let's
get into
it. It's also been going to good use because when I came on today, it sounded like he was on the phone with tech support. It was just Sora, but
patron has been updated. Oh shoot, we have a new patron. Okay,
so you'll have to mention the new people's names.
I will. Hold on. Let me do that really quick. Just because I didn't plug the patron during the last stream, so I felt bad. I fell asleep. I'm not gonna lie. It's
what have you done?
I was so fucking high. Like I don't know how else to say it. Okay, so these are the people. I don't believe they are in that graphic. Dagger, thank you so much. Caddy Bailey, thank you. And then Julian Cyan, we will make sure that you are added into the graphic. As we get more and more people, we'll probably have to do those updates a little bit less regularly. But for now, we can get you on the fly and just add you into the list. We do really appreciate everybody who helps us out, everybody who supports us. And guys, the support isn't just on Patreon, isn't just, oh, you give us money, and you're being a huge help. No, honestly, just donating on Patreon, honestly, it makes me feel great. But really, when you guys show up, you like the streams, you become subscribers to the channel. That's really, there's nothing better than that. It's nothing better than seeing that we got like a new sub. We got someone else in the chat watching the streams. I even see some new faces tonight too. Like I've never seen. And I was just like highlighting all the comments too. I'm fucking terrible. Danny Hughes. I've seen you in the streams before, but you become like a little bit more of a regular in here, which is awesome. Aaliyah
Danny
Coleman.
O's.
Danny O's. Danny Hughes.
Yeah, I think it's
Danny Hughes.
Who's right, Steve or and the
how are you
pronunciation?
going to point that out? How?
Well, we're gonna ask because she'll put in the chat. Because I don't know, I could be wrong.
No, you're probably right. I'm just like, how are they gonna sound it out over text?
That's why I was like,
hello.
Steve or Aura or Crow. Why do I always get you mixed up with Aura? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. So it's Danios, like SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs. Pardon Crow, he is a boomer. Why? Hi is just new lingo for cool, Daddy-O. Yes. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna have to sell socks for some extra scratch to join your Patreon. Totally fucking worth it. Totally fucking worth it.
It is. I can attest.
See, here's a new person, KB. Oh, hey, Danny. There we go. Again, I like seeing new people in the chat. You guys are awesome. Jay London, 45 subs till monetize. I don't know. I'm gonna have to delete a lot of videos on the channel.
You'll probably have to delete like half your whole library once you're monetized.
I go like I don't know if I really care about look, I want to be able to do like mobile uploads and stuff like that. I don't
super
know
chats.
if I really. Yeah, super chats are nice too. I'm not too sure how I feel about applying for instant monetization. I'd rather just keep building up the audience. Have people donate to me when they can on Patreon and stuff like that. I got to work on the Teespring store too. But anyways, guys, we've been stalling for long enough.
Play the video.
Right. Okay, let's see. Share screen. Let's turn on the audio. And Aura's here. Hold on, let me add him. Aura.
How
goes it?
We're about to start the video.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do the thing.
Do you want to tell people where you were?
I was at work. Like I always am.
I think that excuse is just going to work forever, don't you?
Listen, he was at his 5th job. Leave him alone.
He told me he was at his 7th job.
I was at a job nonetheless. Like, what does it matter? What does it really matter?
I think you're trying to get sympathy from me. It ain't going to work. I feel no sympathy for you, sir.
You literally asked me, where are you? I'm like, I'm at work. You know this. I work the same time every day.
That's not true. You don't work on Sunday.
Other than that, I'm here at the same time usually.
All right, let me do this just before we begin. I finished up my water earlier. I just want to get another cup.
This guy.
It's okay. Everybody.
This guy, just go get the water. Go. Just go. Hurry up, quickly.
Whatever you say, sir.
How was work, or?
Work is all right. I hate it, but whatever. I do it anyway. I do what I got to do.
I think that's what it's like for most people. I don't think a lot of people like their job per se.
Probably not, but I'm not going to get into it. God forbid anybody sees this. Like, oh, he's talking shit.
No, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
What's going on in here? Oh yeah, Crow already disavowed the Mia thing.
Yeah. So it was because she admitted to it in text. So I don't know if she's just taking credit for something that she didn't do, like how terrorists do sometimes. But I don't know
how terrorists do sometimes. That's what you just compared it to, Steve. Fucking me as a terrorist. You know how the terrorists do. Just like I totally fucking did that. I sent the letter. It was me. Fucking
yeah, pretty much.
What, she was just trying to be cool, and she thought everyone would like really like that.
Yeah, did you see the DM that got leaked? She was all proud.
I know,
I did.
I don't know if the person who sent it to me wants to be like, named, so I'll just keep it to myself. But like, somebody alerted me about it, and I appreciate that actually, because none of us condone that shit. I let them know. I was like, Crow and I don't condone that shit. It makes us all look bad collectively.
Going about that life.
Well, but she already got kind of pushed out of the group like way back when she took audio of Colton's interview with her and gave it to Slug, and then he uploaded it before he did. So Slug copyright struck Colton's video.
The chat's like, I sent the letter.
Oh man, sorry guys, I needed water. I got so thirsty from all that salt I was spilling earlier.
Got so thirsty. I'm thirsty from the jog back.
It's a movie night. I had to turn off the lights.
Milkshakes in the chat.
Okay, we ready?
Veggie milkshake.
I think we're ready. I think we're ready to watch the greatest video of all time.
He's horrible when he has brain freezes during Veggie Milkshake. He's very fucking serious. He can't take a joke. He's all dissecting jokes. Sucks.
What are you talking about?
Just play the video.
Imagine if I did that.
Go ahead.
Matters that may be upsetting to some viewers.
I thought
Viewer discretion is advised.
That was John.
The guy with the deep voice.
No shit. Oh boy.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, and dudes of all teenagers, as well as the gals. My name is Christian Chandler.
Did you put headphones in your mic like I told you to?
I did, but hold on. There we go.
Does it accesses speaker?
I am here, and
go.
y'all are there. This message is for everyone of the present and the future. February 24th, 2007. My birthday, my 25th birthday. I am high-functioning autistic, and in my 25 years, I have seen and learned so much. And today, I am intended to share some wise words that I hope each and every one of you will take to heart and allow for yourself and everyone else a better, brighter future.
Probably not going to take any of this to heart.
I guess gold chain, smaller.
Meet Kristen Weston Chandler. He is a high-functioning autistic wonder of the internet.
Oh, Kat, I hope your boyfriend's
countless
okay.
antisocial episodes and traumatic events in his life.
It's my fault. I want everything about my house off the internet.
From public outbursts to assault of property and people. These events have eaten away at his very sanity. Who is Chris, you ask? What did he do and why?
My name is Christian Weston Chandler. I'm here to find happiness with my true sweetheart, who I've known for over 2 months now.
All these questions will be answered tonight.
An update to my loyal fans on the internet through the YouTube.
We will delve into the mind of Christian, showing his rise and fall of fame.
Hello.
The misfortunes that unfold over time will break his thin grasp on reality.
And I look forward to the eventuality of you and me having our sex time together.
We will learn the secrets of this phenomenon that has swept the internet for almost a decade.
The incredible detail that people have gone into to observe him and write about him. There's more about Chris Chan than like George Washington or someone.
Okay, well, in fairness, George Washington wasn't like filming himself as he did his shit for like 10 plus years.
I don't think he could. I'm
just saying. There's more about Chris Chan than there's about George Washington.
Could you see somebody just like sketching him every fucking part of the way?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, there's more about fucking Alinity than there's about George Washington. But like, is that really saying anything positive? No.
Max Orion. Max says that the narrator sounds like me. Where's Steve, by the way? Look in the waiting room.
Where's our boy? Saint Eve.
Hey.
We need you for this. We need you to bless.
Our sex time. What RP is that? I don't know.
Throw the blessing down before we watch this video because I have a feeling that we're gonna all lose brain cells.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it so much. I got to say about that subject. Really, Kenny? I had no idea. No one even knew about Alpha Genesis. That's going to be our Wacko Wednesday for anyone who wants to know.
Oh gosh, you were explaining some things about that guy, and I'm just like,
dude, I want to do it. I want to do a comparison between Soroka. He's pretty. He could be worse.
Really?
Well, he doesn't do any scams. You'll find out, Steve. Alpha Genesis.
Okay. He's the guy who lives at home with mommy and daddy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
John, you'll actually like that. You should join us for the Wacko Wednesday. He got his ass. He got his ass kicked in the dojo of Tommy Oliver / the Green Ranger.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah.
Why is that the one thing you don't believe after all the shit that you've seen in your short time on YouTube?
Hey man,
Who?
my name is David Frank. The White Ranger and Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy. That's right, Steve.
Oh my god, is that his fucking Ono C? Like a little Sonic Pikachu character? That's what he's been wearing around his fucking neck the entire time?
Yeah, Sonichu.
Yep. Yeah, that's his IP. At least he thinks so.
His original character.
Okay, then he's spelling it wrong.
No, you combine
What
it.
do you mean? How is it? Yeah, Sonichu.
Is it Sonichu or Sonichu?
Sonichu.
Oh man, I mean,
Sonic
you should just use an extra C in there, and then you can say Sonic Chew.
But then he's gonna get sued.
Like fucking. He says it. We'll see how he says it because I'm pretty sure he says Sonic Chew, unless I'm remembering wrong. He says it like that though. I'm pretty sure.
If he says Sonic, he's getting sued.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
How's he not being? Whatever. Let's just keep going.
So much information out about him.
Starting from the very beginning.
Sonic the Hedgehog, a cartoon, and I listened to what Sonic says at the end of it.
Is that a bowl cut?
No, not
just
quite.
keep playing. Yeah.
I know it looks like it.
True.
Sorry. It looks like a fucking bowl cut.
All the way up to current events.
We're told the fire started in a first floor bathroom, but got quickly out of control and eventually shot through the roof.
I remember I told you about that. That's right.
Oh my god. Why?
Oh my god!
Why? Why?
Oh, that scared the shit out of me. You know, it's like...
Kristen Weston Chandler is an amazing sight to see for some, and for others, he is a tragedy that is too sad to laugh at. Well, I'm here to tell you about him. Understanding Chris and the following he has behind him is not an easy feat. Christian is currently 32 years old.
Whoa!
No,
God!
We will briefly go over most of
He's
the
older
stories
now,
because simply there is
There's an
too
old
much
video.
to tell.
It doesn't matter. How he's not canceled? How do you not get
How
canceled
is he
when
not
you dance
canceled?
around in blackface?
He
Like,
already get canceled a long time ago for
Because he's high functioning autistic.
I don't think that matters.
Well, dude, if Repzilla can blame his brain injury for whatever he
but
wants.
Repzilla isn't like running around blackface, is what I'm saying.
He said he hated black people.
Yeah, not that we know of yet. Anyway, like, you know, like,
Were we supposed to confirm that?
Play the video. Play the video.
Yeah.
Move along.
Before you watch any of Christian's videos, you must understand who he is. Christian has been famous for a while, sparking a wave of trolls trying to bully or harass him. Because of the way he acts, people want to poke fun at him constantly for his childlike brain and arguably odd mannerisms. But the trolls have their own reasons, which is what we will talk about. I am not here to justify any of the bad things that happened to Chris, or justify the backlashes Chris dishes out to the trolls. But I will show you unbiased facts and information about Chris. I want you to form your own opinion on Chris so you can decide what and who deserves punishment, if any. I want you to understand both sides, but most importantly, I want you to enjoy everything you see.
Hey, Spooky!
A good book or movie is one that can spark emotions,
Spooky,
no
give us
matter
your
if it's
opinions on
anger,
Chris
sadness,
Chan.
or happiness. It is not right to laugh at someone when they are unable to help themselves. In other words, when Chris is jumping around like an idiot out of joy, laugh at him and with him. When he is angry, understand the situation. When he is sad, put yourself in his shoes without pity or any empathy. That being said, I don't condone any of these events, nor do I have any part in them. Enjoy the wonderfully weird life of Christian Weston Chandler. It is 5:30 a.m. in Charlottesville, Virginia. The date is February 24th, 1982. Christopher Weston Chandler, his current legal name at the time, was born from Robert and Barbara Chandler. Not much is known about Christian's childhood, except that he was pretty much a normal kid. Both his parents loved him and tried their best to shelter him from the outside world, all while making sure he was safe and happy.
Is this a 90s documentary? It's so bad.
My mother and my father, both really nice old-fashioned type people, who not only gave me birth at their ages, which my mother is 66 currently, and my father is currently 80. They both just turned that way in the last couple of months. And I was born in 1982. They gave me the birth then, and anyway, it was so nice of them for them to give me the birth during the early 1980s. I was diagnosed with high functional autism, and I lived a somewhat rough life. I've had an abusive babysitter at one time.
Christian's symptoms of autism did not occur until he was of 2 to 3 years old, around the time of a peculiar incident. One time while Christian's parents were out on the town, Chris was left with a babysitter to make sure he was safe. 3-year-old little Chris wanted to go tell his babysitter something, but she was on the phone. Chris approached her and interrupted the phone call. Making the babysitter enraged, she grabbed Chris, dragged him to his room, and locked him inside with his toys. He sat there alone, crying. This episode was so traumatic for Chris, he would refuse to speak for 6 years. Because of this, Christian had to attend James Madison University for speech therapy in Harrisonburg, Virginia.
And some of the teachers and principals of Nathaniel Green Elementary School, and I was attending in later years, about late 1980s, early 1990s, they abused me by pinning me to the ground with their hand, holding my wrist.
Whoa, what?
What happened?
See the shit that I highlighted from Lawrence? By the way, folks, Bob Chandler was a successful engineer and seems to have ties with some folks from KK. Jesus. Both of his parents are remarried in their marriage. Okay. I mean, that last part's okay about being remarried from the marriage, but the thing about the KKK connections, that's a bit fucking sus.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he's dead now, though. His dad, I'm pretty sure his dad's dead, so.
St. Eve confirmed. Papa bless.
Crow or Steve know about his brother? No. Oh my god.
He has a brother?
I didn't know he had a brother.
Apparently Ross didn't know about the KKK thing either. Jeez.
I don't think anyone. I've never heard this before, but
Bob Chandler was a huge bigot. Okay.
Well, I was saying it's probably not true. So
pretty sure that isn't true. Never heard that.
Yeah, maybe we should look into it before announcing it on a live stream.
I'm reading Lawrence's comments. Lawrence, you trolled the fuck out of me. That was alleged, of course, because people wonder why he's so racist. Okay. So he was a massive bigot, and some people think that he may have associations with the KKK.
I forgot Ethan said Papa bless.
Oh, God, yeah.
Thank you.
It was a better time back then when he was like that. So I don't know.
The sad thing was Bob was the better parent. How? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Well, we'll see in the documentary.
Yeah.
So my ankles pin me down the ground and audio taping my cries and shouts. But anyway, my mother and my father, they both fought the court system, the Greene County court system, which they were not a very nice bunch of people. Very not. Hands down.
1991, Chris was switched into Nathaniel Green Elementary School. But after a few incidents with the teachers hinting towards abuse, Christian's family would take the school to court and fight the system. The Chandler family would end up losing, and the school board wanted Chris put into a special needs school or an institution. Christian's father, Bob, had an old-fashioned way of thinking, and he imagines that psychology and special needs have not gone past lobotomies and straitjackets. Because of fears that Chris would be institutionalized, in September, the Chandler family moves to Cloverleaf Lakes Apartments in Chesterfield County, Virginia. Although they keep their home in Ruckersville, Chris would be homeschooled from now on for an entire year.
Copyrighted.
The year is
Yeah, we're
1992.
Well,
Christian is 10 years old,
I'm
and
not
he meets
positive
Leonard
about it.
Bearstein. Leonard is an animatronic bear that is set up at the local Regency Square shopping mall every year around Christmas. Leonard has a band of animatronic bears to sing along with him. The bear is designed to interact with the audience via a human operator behind the curtains. Due to the small crowd at the mall, Chris got a lot of attention from Leonard. Leonard asked Chris his name, and Chris replied, Christopher. The bear misheard him as saying Christian. Chris saw this as a name he should hold on to, and later got it legally changed to Christian Weston Chandler. This is a very important event in Christian's life, and he sees it as something sacred.
It's his origin story.
Yeah.
That is the saddest fucking origin story I've ever heard.
Well, no, it's just a nice thing that happened in a kid's life, Crow. It doesn't need to be a dramatic thing that...
Even though there was like a lot of dramaticism that happened behind it.
He legally changed his name because of some fucking animatronic fucking fake ass stuffed teddy bear orchestra. That's sad, man.
John, what do you think?
That's what he wanted to do with his life.
That's even sadder.
Well, he's just a kid, though, at this point.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, you have to be an adult to legally change your name, Steve. He's no longer a kid.
Well, when did he get it changed? Because, like...
Let's assume he did it when he was 18. It's still fucking sad as fuck.
Okay, anyway. Never mind. Forget it.
I can totally see
why
why...
Hunter's just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I see why
It's like I'm
saved this for Sad Boy Saturdays. Because this is some fucking sad boy shit.
I told you. Like,
it is! It is! This is some
we
sad
gotta
boy
wait for the funny
shit.
part. You gotta...
you gotta
know.
Fine,
Well, because
fine.
like this needs to set the precedent, so when it gets to the funny parts, we're laughing for the right reasons. If that makes sense.
It's gonna make sense later.
The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, the cool new TV show, is on the air.
Well,
Okay, first off, that was an underrated cartoon.
it's okay.
Check this out. It's the KB Toy Store's Watch and Win
What, it
sweepstakes.
was?
All you gotta do is watch the show and then write down the Sonic Says message. For an entry blank, go to a participating KB Toy
Don't
Store.
do drugs.
3x5
I never
card and
knew
mail
about
in their
any of this
stakes.
shit.
You might win some of this cool Sonic stuff.
Oh, I'm a
Prizes
Canadian though,
and
so
there's even $1,000
I never won
show
any of that shit.
Toy Store. The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and
It's all a
KB
lie,
Toy
Aura.
Store. And you can win.
Finally tonight, Sonic the Hedgehog is running wildly in the Chandler household this weekend. 12-year-old Christian Chandler of Charlottesville was the winner.
12-year-old Christian, he got his name changed when he was like 12.
About 100 winners nationally to receive
Oh my gosh, we have a fashion square mall over here.
Yeah.
Another example
If that's
of
what you
how
want to
well
call it. Shit's like
Christian
dead.
is a high-functioning autistic child. This past fall, on his own initiative, he entered a contest based on a favorite cartoon character.
You cheated.
Have to do was exactly what Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon, and I'd listen to what Sonic says at the end
Lucky
of
son
it,
of a bitch.
and write
Chill,
it
white
down
is
for a
Sonic,
whole week,
yes.
and
That's
then I had to mail it in, and I had to be drawn out of a hat, and I just won.
That's how the contest works,
God
guys.
damn it! What a lucky bastard. Honestly,
I know, right?
right?
I'd be pissed.
Or
if I
wouldn't
was
you
a kid
fucking
and
kill
thought-
this kid to get that prize from him as a child?
No, never.
Yeah, I would never.
As a child, you
No.
would not.
As a child, yeah, I would as a child.
I
I
never
would have
harmed
known.
anyone.
Man, that's a huge fucking shopping spree you got to go on.
Yeah, I would never harm anyone ever under any
Free
circumstance.
Sonic merchandise, buddy. You're lying to
Hypothetically.
yourself.
Oh, Kayla's trying to get your attention. Yo,
Crow. Kayla,
What's
if you're
up?
gonna disagree with me here, you don't know the greatness that is Sonic the Hedgehog, and like man, it's
no
hard
one
to
watched
say.
it. No one watched it, and the other one, Underground, was better. It had more-
Underground was better,
It was.
but the idea that they all had fucking guitars and shit, chill the fuck out. I'm just saying, like when I was a kid, I loved fucking Sonic, and I would have gone crazy to get into a sweepstakes like that. I didn't know that they had those.
That's the best part. Yo, Crow, chill the
Well,
fuck
maybe you
out.
should have done your
Nerd.
research at that age, bro. Wait, no, because like Crow, we would have been like 3 years old at this time.
Yeah, 3-year-old me was fucking vicious.
You're a lying sack shit.
3-year-old me had no concept of human life.
3-year-old you didn't have any fucking teeth. Shut up.
I had teeth. Fuck you.
No, you didn't. You had one tooth, one strong tooth. You told me.
Do you have any clue how fucking teeth work?
What?
By the time you're 3, you got fucking teeth.
Not you, dude. You had one fucking tooth.
Oh my god.
One
look, look. I'm just saying, 3-year-old me would have stabbed that kid in the back in order to steal away his prize.
How do you have
3-year-old me was a piece of shit. 3-year-old me was a massive piece of shit. Yeah, exactly. You never see it coming. Never see it coming. And then you know what I do afterwards? I go get some fucking chili dogs.
And eat it with my one good tooth.
That's Sonic's favorite
Exactly. Exactly. You know, it's a sad thing. I grew up and I realized fucking chili dogs are disgusting.
It depends. It make you
and that's true, but like they always make me feel sick after I eat 2 of them.
Too much shit.
Yeah, well, I don't need 2 of them. Let's eat 1.5.
Let's play
3-year-old Crow judgment equals Cartman from South Park.
Yes.
Jesus. So gross.
All right. Let's keep going.
What does that shit say? I can't read that.
I asked a special ed teacher to come in and give me his thoughts about Christian and what it's like growing up with autism. Also, along the way, telling his own experience, his own personal experiences. This is what he had to say.
Okay.
You know, we work with kids that have troubles interacting with other people.
Sounds like Toy Bounty Hunter.
We try to really force that, and we not force it. We try to help them learn how to interact with others and try to create some relationships and try to have them more normalized. It's a horrible way to say it, but a more normal way of interacting with other people.
"1996, Christian begins as what he recalls the best years of his life. This is the year he attended Manchester High School. Christian had made some good progress and was able to function up to par with the rest of the students in his grade.
I would be talking about to this young man, Chris, my tack with him would probably be, what do you want to do after high school? What are the things you enjoy doing and like to do? So we can try to help find a way for him to be able to pursue those things so he could have happiness, because really that's what all of us want in our lives is happiness. Doing things that make us feel good, relationships, hopefully. But with an autism student, that's a whole different thing when you're talking about relationships.
At age 16, Chris starts his video making career with the reading of a poem for his English class titled "The Song of Christian." Although this isn't his first appearance in media, it is the first video produced by him.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Christian Summer Show. Good evening, friends, and welcome to the Christian Chandler Show. I am your host, Christian Chandler. Now, tonight we are going to talk about poetry and a line and a behind note scene of the lines.
You ever want to laugh at something, but you know if you do, you're a shitty person?
Yeah.
I've been getting that feeling for I'm getting that feeling like major time right now.
Well, he hasn't burned his house down yet, so just wait.
Don't.
God damn it, dude! It's hard enough not to laugh. Shut up.
It's great. Play that shit.
And I'm going to express my feelings a little bit, so please don't laugh. I'll feel embarrassed.
Oh, God. I feel terrible.
Anyway, my poem is entitled "The Song of Christian." And I just did last night on May 14th, 1998. I'm going to do my poem now, so here goes. I hear America singing as I sing of myself, and you experience as I experience. The problems of yourself are my problems. The youth of the young singing cries of happiness. The children's song is song of laughter. At age 6 weeks, I sang the song of laughter. At 1.5 years of age, the Lord clicked the mute button on me. Those are my parents' songs. They pulled me through the talk again at age 7. I'm now 16 years old and good talking to hope to achieve new goals and Mario Raceway records and to finish my homemade Nintendo Power magazine. The magazine songs, the ballad of Sonic the Hedgehog on Game Boy. The rudeness of the teenager song, the despicable mention of rude words, and drugs. I'm not afraid to speak, despise the hazardous flukes in America's song. My song that I sing, although I talk well, my peer relationship is low and my loneliness is off the scale. Anyway, that's my poem.
That's my poem? That was his poem?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a
Song
poem.
of Chris. I thought it was an actual fucking song. Well, I was horribly misled here.
Yeah.
Oh wow, baby, that looks amazing.
Oh,
sorry, guys. I've got homemade pizza. Is this hot?
Okay.
I think so. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Oh, just put it down here.
Mute your mic.
Shh. Mute yourself.
Mute your mic. It's fucking.
Everybody knows I eat during the streams. What do you want me to say? Thank you, baby. Oh, pepperoni pizza. Oh, freshly shredded mozzarella. Oh, baby, you're amazing.
So unprofessional.
Yes. She made the sauce herself, guys. Look, I gotta show some appreciation here. Okay, sorry. I'm a back row.
Okay.
The best part of the stream is Crow being disorganized. Yeah, Max Nori! Yeah! Good job, buddy. Good job for pointing out the obvious.
Don't encourage him.
This is all planned.
Yeah.
Did you bring it up for the rest of the class? Oh, Miss Crow already left, guys. I'll let her know that you all said hi. All right, let's get back in the video.
Well, if you have grade schoolers in the house, they'll probably be interested in this next report. Now, if you don't, you can learn about a craze that's been sweeping the nation.
While in high school, Chris becomes a major fan of the Japanese video game series Pokemon. During this time, not only playing the card game, but he would produce Pokemon-themed websites and even made it into the local news, spotted wearing a costume of the main character in Pokemon.
Hey, Ash? Dress up as Ash?
Like so many other fads, it got started with a kids' TV show. And now Pokemon is a marketing phenomenon. Kids and parents line up every Saturday at this Chesterfield County bookstore, and they dig deep. How much did all this cost?
$30.
Damn, that bookstore must be raking
The
it in.
games begin with
Dude, it was massive.
How do you play the game?
Still is, kind of, but like the card games and shit, I remember that.
It's not as much a phenomenon as it was back then.
That's true.
There he is.
Slam attack.
Slam attack.
Yeah, to his credit, he was probably messing up in little kids.
Yeah.
It is prom night at Manchester High. Christian brought his mother to the prom.
Same,
He was
Rev.
dressed
Same.
arguably the nicest he's ever been. Chris even got to dance with one of his female friends, Tiffany Robinson. Tiffany was one of many gal pals that Christian knew during high school. They were a group of girls that took Christian under their wing. In leaked emails by some of the gal pals themselves, they went on to state that they in fact let Chris hang out with them out of pity and not a genuine liking of Christian.
A lot of us were surprised.
That
We were
hurts.
shocked to see how much Christian had changed from the way we remembered him in high school. He was just this awkward.
Maybe we
slightly
picked the wrong
odd side
documentary.
A lot
We
of
picked
us
the bad documentary.
but for some reason,
I told
Christian
I
seemed to
whatever.
get it much worse than the others. The others and I
know you
let
give us
Christian
options, but
hang
I was
out
on
with us
voice
mainly
call.
because we felt sorry for him. He sort of latched onto us, like he expected us to protect him. He was like a lost little
Sad
boy.
one.
Sometimes I think he saw us as sort of mother figures, which seemed a little creepy now, but Christian seemed harmless enough back then, and we didn't mind him hanging out with us. As far as socializing goes,
Music,
we didn't
man.
really hang out with him outside of school, except for the time we went to his 18th birthday party.
Oh.
Okay, I'm not gonna comment. Never.
Christian's senior class was the year
I
of
comment
2000. He was 18 years old and ready to graduate. A day to be marked in infamy for Christian. Chris wanted so badly to win the art award for his clay models that he crafted in art class, but sadly, it was awarded to someone else. He believed he deserved the award,
That
not
thing
for
was
just
terrifying.
his achievements in art, but because of his self-proclaimed accomplishment of coming out of his social shell. So distraught by the award, Christian did not shake anyone's hand or had any eye contact during graduation. Once all of the commotion was over, Christian ran away to a secluded area and cried to himself.
And I had a better life over there. I had so many friends over there in high school. And I was just sad to leave when after I graduated, because I had to leave all my friends. I had the good life, but we were forced to move back here. Anyway, after all that, I graduated. Then we moved back to our old home in Ruckersville, where I attended Piedmont, Virginia Community College, and eventually I graduated from there too with a degree in computer-aided drafting and design.
Why are you laughing
also
at him,
known as
dude?
CAD CAM.
Oh, Kenny said that Sonic looks like a sleep paralysis demon.
Oh shit. Dude.
What?
Sleep paralysis is no joke.
Yeah, that Sonic looked like one. I agree with him. Like, fuck.
Imagine having sleep paralysis and waking up and seeing that shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know, man. It's pretty deep.
Yeah. I know someone who has sleep paralysis.
So do I. I know 3 people, actually.
No. You know, the person I know I fucking hate, so hopefully he sees that shit floating above his goddamn head.
The fucking Sonic face, like, hi!
Yeah.
Like, he wakes up at fucking 3 in the morning. Fucking, hi!
In September,
I'm
shortly
Sonic.
after Christian's high school graduation, he attended Piedmont, Virginia Community College, or PVCC for short. Chris briefly went to a marketing class due to influence from his father, but soon after switched into computer-aided drafting and design. It took him 5 years to get his degree, but during those 5 years, Christian slowly got more and more lonely as he lost all of his friends in high school, and the students at PVCC did not want to put up with Chris's antics. This was the beginning of the love quest.
Oh, God.
To understand most of the stories we present to you about Chris, you must understand the love quest. Love quest is a term used by Chris to explain his everlasting journey to obtain a girlfriend.
Oh my God.
Chris believes that if he completes his love quest, all of his problems in life will be solved,
Oh,
and this will
no.
all be assured if he loses his virginity.
Oh,
the quest
God.
continues to this day.
Everybody, that's human nature. People crave interactions with others. And I think as young men and women grow up, they have a need to be cared and loved for and a need for a relationship.
Who might call it the
And
love
after the
pit?
stress from some of the people at PVCC, as well as my mental block of autism, it became hard for me to approach the girls like I used to. And I would like to point out right now during my whole sweetheart search has started when I never have stalked anybody. Never have stalked. I'm telling you right now.
Yo, I think you maybe stalked somebody.
With a sign by my side that said I was looking for a boyfriend-free girl.
A boyfriend-free girl.
Yeah, that's what I thought he said.
Chris had an idea to complete the love quest. He went around public places on
Oh.
campus holding a sign
I
reading,
forgot about this.
seeking a cute
Okay.
18 to
This is where we
21
get to-
single female companion.
Oh my God.
18 to 21 years of age, does not already have a boyfriend, average to slender weight/body type, white, lives in Charlottesville or Ruckersville area, does not smoke or drink alcohol, happy, positive personality.
Did you hear what that fucking ad just said?
Go
White. He only wants a white girl?
Oh yeah, Crow. He's also a little racist.
Racism going on with this kid, right? It's one thing to demand a specific body type, right? Because thick girls ain't good enough for you, are they, Chris? Then you want a white girl? You want a skinny white girl? Well, hit me up in the DMs. I'll point you out to some free fucking cam girl photos.
Daniels, yeah, single girl equals boyfriend free girl. Like you can't just say single girl.
We should tell Maya we found her match. Oh, I was trying to be clever there.
She's not boyfriend free.
Well, I mean,
It doesn't matter. Like fucking.
I mean, that didn't stop her before, did it?
Guess not.
Average to high income, drives a vehicle. This is the attraction sign. It was devised by Christian and has gotten him into trouble at countless places and banned from numerous stores. The word got out that a man was holding a sign around campus that said he was lonely, and it was alerted to the dean of PVCC, Mary Lee Walsh. She went down and confiscated the sign from Christian because of the disturbance it was making on campus. Chris saw this as an attack on his person and not a form of discipline. Soon after, Chris was at it again with a new attraction sign. Fed up with the situation, Mary called Chris into her office and gave him a stern talking to. Chris saw this as yet another attack and summoned a Cursey Hami Ha on MaryLee Walsh. Cursey Hami Ha is a rude gesture that Chris made up himself, taking a move used in the anime Dragon Ball Z and turning it into the ultimate FU to the person who is unfortunate enough to get into its wake.
You're probably right. It'd be creepier, period, to feast the Roka. Oh, shit.
After being Cursey Hami Ha'd, Mary realized that Chris was not in a stable mental condition, and he was banned from UCC for 1 year
did that
and had to
shit
attend anger management classes during the suspension. Chris has marked this day in his memory as a day that his heart was crushed by the quote-unquote evil Mary Lee Walsh. After the anger classes, Chris returned and graduated from college. This was around the time Christian made Sonichu comics.
Hilarious.
Like, I'm surprised you don't think that's funny.
Virginia
What
and
the
the world
fuck
of
is that?
Sonichu and Rosechu. Anyway, I'm here today to talk to you about the revolutionary little character that will make a lot of money because he's already been there and famous for about almost 10 years now.
Just taking someone else's intellectual property.
Sonichu is the magnum opus of Christian's life work, a creation that he prides himself on more than any other achievement in his life. Sonichu is a clash of two popular franchises, Pokemon and Sonic. Chris was in a computer design class.
Why did they combine Ash?
Had to make up a project, but the teacher insisted.
Yeah, I gotta offer some fucking criticism there. Why didn't you put up a fucking Pikachu? Why did you put Ash?
Okay,
Makes
can
no
you
sense.
imagine? Okay, but Crow, could you imagine being the dean of this university and you see this sign about I only want a skinny, white, single, boyfriend-free girl, and you take the sign down, and
He's
then
got
Chris
a well-paying job and a car.
Yeah, and then Chris Chan comes into your office and Kursei Hameha's you, like fucking Dragon Ball Z.
I think she was just like standing there like, what the fuck just happened?
Especially
That's
depending
what
on
happened,
how loud
though.
he did it. What do you think is going to happen, Steve? I
Right.
don't know. You're going to like slowly dial 911 in the back of your pocket and fucking let the police hear that. And 911, what's your emergency? Fuck.
Which would be worse, waking up and seeing that Sonic or Soroka?
Soroka.
Yeah, Soroka, honestly.
Soroka.
Dude, like just any frame that you can pause on Soroka, he looks crazy.
No copyrighted material. On March 17, 2000, Chris formed together the idea of Sonichu as a mix between a Pikachu and a Hedgehog. Thus, Sonichu in the world of Quickville was born. Ever since then, Chris has made countless Sonichu comics about, oddly enough,
Love Quest Saga. Oh my god, dude.
Oh yeah, he also makes like Sonic 2 porn, I'm pretty sure.
I'm sorry.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
Look at it.
this video, is
It
it?
killed me.
I forgot
What
about
did
that.
you just say?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
no.
With who?
You'll see,
With
you'll
what?
see.
What are
And
you
it's
talking
based
about?
it's based on people in his real life, and then they get angry at him and shit.
Excuse me.
No!
I get mad
It's
at
all
him
coming
too.
back to me
I
now.
get mad at him too. Fucking Sonichu porn fanfic with Crow. Are you kidding me?
Oh god, no. Ew.
Particularly you.
Jesus.
Why me? Ravenstown, take the bullet on this one.
Ravenous Hound and Sonichu. Like,
There you go.
It's gonna happen.
Jesus.
Oh, they already said ew.
This
Sonichu and Max Zorin. Yeah, I
Jesus.
give that.
Toy
I-
Bounty
I-
Hunter, do you regret things?
I'm regretting a lot of things right now.
All of them? like or just a little bit of them?
More than Sonichu himself, turning every person that has supposedly wronged Chris during his lifetime into a villain, such as Mary Lee Walsh. Although Christian gets criticized constantly for blatantly stealing ideas and plots from other shows and popular media, he continues to claim that Sonichu is his own original creation, and if told otherwise, he calls people out for being slanderous trolls. He wears a Sonichu medallion made out of Crayola mono magic. It is the symbol of his love and devotion to his creation of Sonichu.
Oh my god.
I feel kind of bad for him though, because when I was a kid, I would fucking make my own, quote unquote, original characters that were fucking rip-offs of other shit. But I was like
Superman.
I was like 10, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But were you selling it, and were you like basing it off of events in your life that had to deal with people like?
No, I was not making fucking porn of my OC fucking Batman and Spider-Man characters.
Right?
What the hell is your OC character's name?
Oh my gosh, a fucking Beetle.
That's it?
Yeah, no, it was really cool, dude. Right? He had
he's awesome.
Shut up, listen. He had like this fucking claw thing on his hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it had like fucking pincers, like a beetle pincer, and I called him Beetle. And it was really cool because he had like a fucking grappling shot where you could just aim it at something, fucking shoot out, and fucking bop people, and he fucking like hang on to shit. And if he punched you, it was with this fucking giant ass. Look, honestly, it was really cool to me as a kid. It's still kind of cool to me now. Fuck off. Just saying, I get it, and I feel so bad.
But that's when you start selling it. That's when like you cross copyright infringement.
Did you sell Beetle Crow? Did you draw it on napkins and say original character? This is Beetle.
I fucking might now.
Then you fucking better do it. Can you help me make Beetle a reality?
That's gonna be in the channel.
Beetle will basically look like
these thumbnails, and I'm gonna need you to make a Beetle man.
Yeah, dude. Fuck, let's do it.
I'm not making you shit.
Fuck you. You got my hopes up there, man.
Okay. Perfect song.
Now that you understand Christian's life up to 2005, let's dive into the sagas. A saga is a term coined by Chrisologists to categorize story arcs and events in the Christian Weston Chandler fable. We will begin from the very start using this timeline.
Crow-chan.
All y'alls are haters.
What is this timeline? Megan. Oh, Megan's timeline. Okay, so he skipped a lot of stuff.
That doesn't sound good.
Megan Schroeder, born July 23rd, 1986, was a female friend of Christian whom he had the closest relationship of his life with. Chris and Megan met over a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! At a hobby store called The Game Place. Chris did not see her as a sweetheart at the time, but that did not last for long. Chris and Megan had a genuine interest in each other, but after he started making inappropriate gestures and advances towards Megan, it went downhill. Megan asserted her asexuality to Chris to show him that she was not interested. But this all fell to deaf ears. This is the longest saga in Christory and is recognized as the one that started everything.
How old was that girl?
I don't know.
Did they ever say?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
She might have been. To be fair, she might have been around his age. You know what I mean? She might have been. She might have just been. Socially awkward as well, or maybe even. Part of on the spectrum as well. But I'm just curious.
Samuel knows.
I'm just curious. I'm just wondering if she. Just saying.
Suspect shit going on.
Don't you fuckers ever forget what I did for you, all right? That shit. Don't you ever forget.
Dude, where's this shit coming from?
I know, right? You could have said no.
Yeah, right? Jesus.
I love you guys. Don't forget what I did for you.
I love you, John. Hearts in the thing.
I had heart, but I got pizza in my hand, so.
I'll do the thing because why not?
Okay. Yeah. So I have no clue, but he said like she was asexual, right? Like that's a very small population, and to my understanding, they're It's got nothing to do with anything as far as like being on the spectrum. But she could have just seen Chris as like a fellow friend. She's got no sexual attraction to any person, and so he's.
Let's be 100. People that say that they say that to people that they don't want to basically tell them in the nicest of terms. Yo, I ain't into you, bro.
Really toward bounty hunter.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Yo, I ain't into you, bro. That's
okay. Well, she's of legal age and apparently also a dick, according to bounty hunters.
No, yeah. What is it? What anybody see that one movie?
Come on, let's be real. That's what it is.
What's that movie? What's that caveman movie with Jack Black and Michael Cera that they were cavemen before
Year One?
Before Time.
Wait, no, I think Steve just said it. What'd you say?
Year One?
Year One? I think it was. Yeah, I think you're right. So in that movie, I think so. Anyway, fucking.
We have internet, don't we? We can check.
No, it's not that important.
It ain't that deep. It ain't that deep.
Yeah, there's one scene where he's trying to date this like cave woman, and she's like, "Oh, I'm into women." He's like, "We have that in common." She's like, "No, I'm a lesbian." And he's like, "I don't know what that is." Like, you just want to hook up tonight or what?
He should have broken the fourth wall and said that doesn't exist yet.
Should have, but that's what it is. Play that shit.
Adam.
Word.
While the events with Megan was still going on, a side story called the Adam Stackhouse Saga emerged in June of 2007. Christian entered a video game contest to win over Megan's heart. In the contest, you have to sing and rap a song from the video game Parappa the Rapper.
I remember that shit.
This is Christian.
Oh, I remember. He gets so angry when he loses things.
AD Station. My name is Christian Chandler. I live in Bucksville, Virginia. I have a PSP. I like to rap. I play with the rapper. I go with him now. The only song I know is Master Onion, which I got from a demo I bought from my friend Megan. I have the PSP and she's dope. So give me the PSP. I rap the rapper, so I can give one to her. And we can play together.
The winner of the contest would get Parappa the Rapper memorabilia, along with a game console to play it on. Chris made it into the top 10 and only won a few things, mostly because not that many people entered the contest. But for some reason, he was enraged at the #1 winner, Adam Stackhouse, resulting in threats and angry emails directed towards the content creators along with him.
Wait, what?
He gets angry.
He fucking lost the fucking Parappa the Rapper fucking competition, right?
Yeah.
Of which he shouldn't have even been in the top 10. He should have been disqualified for that shit. But they fucking let him in. He wins the prizes, and then he makes fucking death threats at the winner.
The
what
winner?
the fuck?
Yeah. Now you kind of see like
fucking Parappa the fucking rapper.
Oh, it's messed up. Oh my god.
And that's why we needed to set it up with some sad shit so you can remember. It's like,
oh god.
But it still doesn't justify it. Like, why is he sending him death threats, dude?
Wow.
Imagine entering into that fucking competition, right? Thinking, oh, this isn't good and wholesome shit. I love Parappa the Rapper. And then all of a sudden you win and you immediately get a fucking death threat. I'm gonna fucking kill you, dude.
Me and Sonichu were gonna come for your ass. Like,
Sonichu.
Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. If you win this contest, you're dead.
Did he fucking Kershi haha fucking this
Yeah,
dude?
right? Yeah, Kershi haha. What the fuck are you talking about? Bro? What the fuck are you talking
Kershi
about?
haha.
You probably turned it into a rap.
Oh my god.
Oh god, I don't even know how to
imagine this dude showing up outside this fucking guy's house, right? And fucking trying to rap battle him to fucking Parappa the Rapper.
What?
Is that true? What Lawrence said in the chat? You know, it's funny. Adam Stackhouse didn't know of the whole ordeal until many years after.
Oh god, that's sad.
So he didn't even like get the death threats. Like he sent him anything to the wrong person, or like
I can imagine
check his inbox and so
he didn't even know.
He didn't even know.
It's funny. Somebody tells him online, and Adam Stackhouse, his response is just, "For real, LOL."
I still think I got some of that merch.
Oh fuck!
All right. Oh my dude!
What?
What does his little sister do?
Video of Chris shooting a picture of Adam and his little sister with an airsoft gun. Well, maybe his little sister was a fan of Adam Stackhouse.
It's like what crazy people do when they're throwing darts at like people's faces and like they got their eyes torn out. This is what he's doing in taping and like trying to. I guess he was unsuccessful getting his attention. Well, I guess he was uploading to his YouTube channel back when you can make threats on YouTube easier.
Crazy people,
Listen,
people, and supervillains.
Listen. You know, look.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a little story. This got nothing to do with anything, but it's kind of funny.
Okay.
So when I was like 16 or 17 years old is when Pokemon came out over here.
Yeah.
So my buddies and I, we actually went to a contest for the game, not the card game, but for the actual Game Boy Advance game. We went to Miami, and maybe you, if you've been to Miami, maybe you know the mall I'm talking about, Aventura Mall.
Yes.
There was a contest there, right? And if you entered, it was an official Nintendo contest.
Mm-hmm.
You got a free Mew, an official Mew with the serial number and everything. They would give you a certificate of authenticity just for participating.
Yeah.
And then if you won, you know, you got some like memorabilia and stuff. It wasn't a cash prize because, you know, the age ranges were from like 6 years old till, I guess like however old. So we went, right? It was me and my two other friends, you know, mind you, we're like 16 and 17-year-olds, right? Playing this shit.
Yeah.
All right. We go in there and I'm going to tell y'all something. We fucked those little kids up.
I know you did. I was going to say, I was like, you're such an ass. I know you did.
We fucked them up, man. You know, and let me tell you something. It was, I ain't gonna lie.
Felt good.
Felt good.
Felt real good.
Felt really good.
Lay down the hammer on these fucking 12-year-olds.
Yeah, get the fuck on the benches, bitch. Like fucking
Dude, I remember going to one of those things that, like, I think it was like a fucking Toys R Us, right? And I got fucking destroyed by these fucking asshole teenagers.
Yeah.
That was you, John. That was fucking you in spirit there.
Probably,
screwing
yeah.
with me from the future.
But you know what it was? You know,
What?
hey, listen. Nobody went easy on me. I had older cousins, okay? When we played basketball, they would whip me. I was just, hey, listen, I was just paying it forward. It's like, now you kids learn a valuable lesson, right? And
Fuck you.
Nothing. They ain't gonna give you nothing in life.
Fuck you. All I learned was that fucking fire types were shit.
I'm a fucking loser.
And they were my favorite fucking types.
Bro, let me tell you something. They learned something genius. You know why? Because I gave my Alakazam dig. Ain't nobody gave Alakazam dig back then, bro. I caught everybody off guard. Even the people from Nintendo who I fought in the finals were like, "Oh shit, he's got dig." What?
So wait, this was like the Game Boy game?
Yeah. Red and blue. Yeah.
For what purpose did you give your Alakazam dig?
To fucking surprise everybody.
Nobody expected it.
Surprise everybody.
It's just to surprise people, man. And because remember, if I remember correctly, he was subcategorized as a ground Pokemon back then, and not a lot of people knew that. So when I hit people with dig, when I hit people with dig, and I messed them up, they were like, "Oh shit."
What was he digging against? Psychic is stronger.
That's why he has the spoons. Oh shit!
Nobody saw it coming. This makes no fucking sense. It literally. Psychic has no resistances, right?
Yeah.
He's got a stronger special. There's nothing you could hit with dig that Psychic wouldn't do more damage to.
Bro, I messed so many people up with dig, bro. You don't understand. I was 1 or 2.
I think it would mess me up too because I'd be questioning the fuck out of it.
Yeah, it was a genius move, man. Like
It was a genius move.
Nobody expected it. Nobody expected it, and I messed those little snots up, man.
So you got
you, dude. I'm playing the video. I don't want to have this conversation anymore.
Well, no, because now I'm interested. So they gave you a Mew in the Game Boy game. They didn't give you a Mew Pokemon card?
You can use them in the contest because Mew, even an official one from Nintendo, was going to be broken. So he was not. You would be disqualified if you used a Mew, either the one you got. There was a lot of people in the tournament that had a hacked Mew, and a lot of kids got disqualified. A lot of little snots, little cheating ass. But yeah, they got disqualified for using like hacked Mews and stuff.
No missing numbers. You can't use those.
Can't use those.
You could use legendary. They allowed the use of legendary, and they allowed the use of Mewtwo and stuff like that. Could not use Mew though.
He's talking about the hack, Signo.
Yeah.
Articuno was the best Pokemon back then, and then turned to immediate dog shit after Gen 1.
I'm just imagining Alakazam with his spoons like, just going underground and
Yeah,
shit.
man. Dude, it caught everybody by surprise. I swear. Anytime somebody saw me do dig, they went dig, and I was
Turned into Clint Eastwood.
bro, hey, on the Pokemon scene, yeah, bro, undefeated, bro, never lost a game.
Word.
Yep.
That's good.
Never lost a game, except for that tournament because I did lose because I made one grave calculation in my arrogance. I forgot that that Gyarados was also a flying Pokemon. I was like, haha, I got you, sucker. And I hit dig, and then I hear my friends go, no. And I said, what's the problem? I was like, oh no, he's a flying Pokemon.
Oh, so then when you went under, he went up, and you came up, and he came down and fucked your ass up.
Yep, basically.
Should have used Psychic.
And the thing was the Nintendo guy that I was facing, he realized that I would have been. He's like, dude, if you would have used Psychic, you would have whipped my ass. I was just like, I know. I know. I made a grave miscalculation in my arrogance.
My hubris.
Yes,
it happens.
It got the better of me. I was just like,
good.
Oh no, right?
Fucking good. Fucking good. You deserve that, you fucking digging asshole.
I still won the tournament though.
It's just because Alakazam got messed up.
You know.
All right. Let's keep watching the video because I'm this whole conversation has made me violently angry.
Oh, Crow.
That is how angry I am at Adam Stackhouse, Appaluski, Rudell, and Surya Butchwald.
Sounds like
they
you, Crow.
I'm mad at Toy Bounty and more than one person in their Freakazoid video.
What happened?
I guess he didn't want to get copyright claim.
Encyclopedia Dramatica, or ED for short, is a website dedicated to finding people like Chris and documenting their life, mostly so the people who read the pages can ridicule and make fun of them. Around fall of 2007, Chris already had a Sonichu website up at the time. It was discovered by trolls who showed off Christian's art on an image board website called 4chan, all while mocking him in the process. And thus, an ED page about Christian's life was erected. Soon after seeing the ED page, Chris thought that the website was just misunderstanding him, so he released a video explaining his life up to that point, to try and start on a new leaf with the ED creators.
Anyway, it has also come to my attention that I have a lot of people who may have picked up on the wrong theories of my person. I will not quote any hate sites, but I would like to humbly apologize for appearing to be some kind of sleaze, troll, badass, or whatever adjectives, good or explicit, you may feel about me.
Nobody thinks badass.
I am a 25-year-old high-functioning autistic male with a simple, peaceful dream of becoming a father of a sweet little pretty girl who I will dub the name Crystal Weston Chandler. Crystal, a name that sounds similar to mine, but it has a nice ring to it. Oh yes, those people who are watching this right now, is just take them down, please. I'm asking, as an innocent victim of misunderstanding, just take down your web pages or add them to positively better reflect my feelings as an individual, as a person. Thank you very much for your time and listening. And please remember, I'm an innocent person.
Crow, you don't want them spoons with that dig.
Right, what's the mature content?
I would kick your ass, man.
You don't want them spoons with that
fucking
dig.
fraud. You fucking fraud. Who would you dig on an Alakazam? I'm glad you got taken out by Gyarados.
That's okay. I still
won.
Yeah, it's never lost.
I challenge you to a battle right now on stream, right this second.
I don't even think John has a Twitch.
I don't have any Pokemon.
No, that's why you're undefeated, because you're a coward.
Okay, that's totally it.
Okay.
I will buy you a Nintendo Switch and a copy of fucking Pokemon Sword or Shield, your choice, just to fucking battle me.
Please do. That'll be a win in itself.
God damn it, I hate you.
Yeah, what a stupid thing to do, Crow.
All right, I gotta be right back. I gotta wash my hands.
What the fuck?
I've been eating pizza, dude.
Just go. Just go.
Makes your hands dirty. Shit.
Just go.
I've been like getting fucking pizza sauce.
Just go. Fucking hell.
God, I feel like you don't understand me.
don't understand me. I'm
Bullshit fucking Pokemon. I'm so glad I made my fucking avatar it's Ludicolo. Ludicolo, go fuck you.
Go wash your fucking hands, you. Oh my god, this guy.
Oh, that's not the right way. Oh, fuck. There we go. I'm tired.
Damn, he's just like this guy we're watching. It's like, why do we need to watch a documentary when we work with him? You know, like, fucking, it's the same thing.
I don't know. I don't think Crow's ever burned his house down or.
We don't know that. Like, fucking, you know, like, we don't know
put
that.
signs up for like single ladies.
He had one strong tooth when he was 5. Like, fucking, you know.
Yeah, he wanted to.
He opened up cans of ravioli, like, that's not true. Like, I don't want anyone in chat to call it, you know, like fucking ravioli or anything like that.
So
it's like always known him since he was a child. And
so what I get the feeling that even if the person who won the contest was even, you know, small children, then he would have still been mad.
He would have, yeah. Well,
would've.
the person who won had a small child in the video. Like, she was one of the winners, so he kind of did. Yeah.
You and your little sister, who's over 10 years
I'll
old.
get you and your
like,
little sister too.
Like, why can't he just be happy for other people? Why he can't see like the video was actually good?
To be like jealous and selfish and shit, you know, like maybe.
No.
Why are you guys talking about me?
I mean, look.
Why not,
the kid obviously had an ego, right? I shouldn't say kid. I mean, he's a grown ass man at that point.
Yeah.
But, you know, he obviously had an ego because of, you know, contests he had won in the past, and people obviously
he won one contest.
But people making him the center of attention. Remember,
yeah, let that shit get to his head. He won a Sonic contest.
Probably, you know, remember, you know, for a long time he was, you know, he had these friends, you know, right? He had female friends, so he must have thought that he was a charming individual. You know what I mean? And a lot of people catered to him. So, I mean,
Sonic the Hedgehog got me
his head a little bit. Not only that, exactly. You know, he won that one contest, that Sonic the Hedgehog contest, and probably thought, I'm going to win every contest I'm in forever.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, he again, he's a guy that seems like to me, because of his condition, it's not knocking it, of course. You know, it's not, but obviously he's an only child, right?
I believe so.
He's got all the attention on him all the time as it is. According to this person who's making the documentary, lived a sheltered life for the most part. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Had friends apparently up at least until high school. You know what I mean? That again did nothing but pay attention to him. You know, make him the center of attention when it came to stuff. Whether it be out of pity or not is irrelevant. It's, you know, it's something he was used to. So it's not, you know, to me, it's not surprising that getting into this, you know, other contest that he's doing, I'm for sure going to win. I'm a shoo-in because, you know, I'm talented and blah, blah, blah. And this is not the first contest I've entered. You know, I'll win this one too. You know what I mean? Yeah. The kid probably has never really known what it's like to know defeat. You know what I mean? In anything.
And here he is. He's experiencing it at a parappa the rap of fucking
parappa the rap.
Yep. He's not, you know, and that's probably more on his parents. His parents probably never really prepared him for, you know, to
his
know
older brother
is going to win in life.
His
he has an older brother?
Yeah, and he's a doctor.
But is that okay? But is that like from Chris's mom or like his other marriage?
I don't know.
Is that his half brother?
Yeah, because if he wasn't raised with him, again, he wouldn't know he wouldn't know what it's like to share that kind of attention with anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because it seems like he was catered to a lot, at least seemingly from what is being told in this video. Could be completely wrong about that, but obviously he was a special needs kid, so it stands to reason that he would get a lot of attention. So,
speaking of Crow, can you confirm that you have one good tooth at the age of 5?
Yes, definitely by the age of 5.
Yeah, Olive Warrior says from his other marriage. So yeah, so he probably got, you know, obviously got all the attention from his parents because he was raised as a single child.
Yeah.
All right, we're ready for the rest.
Oh God, I'm.
What does it say? Warning what?
Warning mature content.
Oh my God.
Is this pornographic stuff?
Dude, I don't remember.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Maybe you should hold on. Before you show anything on screen, Crow, maybe you should take it off screen and screen the video real quick.
Yeah.
Make sure that there's not anything inappropriate in it before you play it.
Because I know he gets violent and shit, but I don't remember if there's like fucking.
Yeah, I'm not trying to see no furry titties bullshit. You know,
Toy Bounty Hunter disavow people.
Well, but if it's on YouTube, it can't be that bad, right?
I would still screen it, dude. Before you.
I mean, at this point.
Look, damn it, Crow.
Crow's just lazy. He's like, I don't feel like.
I'm not doing it.
Screen the video.
I'm playing the video. If something bad happens, I say we blame the man known as Toy Bounty Hunters for not being able to.
He had the
control
biggest
us.
subscribers, so we'll.
He did.
It's because of the Alakazam.
Yeah, like, dude, he put dig on Alakazam. This man's a fucking genius, apparently.
Like, we'll just expect the audience to look
in the wake of the Ed page.
Oh my God, nipples!
Oh God, please don't do this. Don't do this, bro. Don't do this.
It's already been done. It's too late. You should have fucking used Alakazam with
Don't do this.
What is happening? What is this thing?
I don't know. But
Put
it's so
someone's comment at
fucked
the bottom, and then he won't see it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Highlight a comment, damn it.
Yeah, highlight a comment.
Oh, okay. Hold on. What
Get rid of the
comment
nipples.
would I highlight?
Dave Marks.
Strong start.
Censor ball.
There you go. There you go.
Oh my God. What the fuck? Remember, everybody, this is an 18 and up, not safe for work stream.
Something.
Don't clip that. Now fucking Colton's gonna show up and what?
Screen the video.
Oh my God. Look. I can only do so much, guys. I can only do so much.
Just
I'm a
screen the
good
video.
person.
It won't take you long at all.
Oh God. Let's keep playing it.
People wanting to mock Sonichu made inappropriate fan art of his characters, depicting them as either transgendered or homosexual.
It's censored.
This
We're
enraged
good.
Chris, so he retaliated by releasing 5 true and honest nude pictures of his
Oh my
characters onto
God.
the Ed page. It was an attempt to counteract claims of transsexualism in the comics. Obviously, this didn't work. After countless attempts to try and edit the Ed page in his favor, or just downright delete it, Chris released a video showing his anger and rage towards Ed.
Citizens of the internet, I have a whole bunch of people on the internet give me hate, show me a lot of hate, and I do not appreciate it. You're laughing at somebody else's pain and torture because I am lonesome, still trying to find a boyfriend-free girl and to make it to a sweetheart. Y'all think I'm just a
Why does he have to clarify a boyfriend-free girl?
dumbass, whatever you may think. But you know what? You, every last one of you who has expressed hate against me, you're the shitheads. I am not. I'm straight.
I feel
You're
so
the
judged right now.
homos. Every last one of you.
Whoa!
I feel so judged right now.
Whoa, buddy, what
Pointing
the
his
fuck
fucking
did we
controller
say
at
about
us.
you? Oh man, I am outraged to be slandered in such a way. Aura,
what?
We should contact our attorneys.
Oh,
yes, he just slandered us. He called us all homos for laughing at him. So fucked up.
His judgment has been passed.
yeah.
Yes.
This is the past anyway, literally. So he couldn't be talking to us.
Maybe he's talking about anybody who watches the video in the future too, buddy. I'm sure he has standards.
Times.
I just can't even with that porn. Well, Ravenous, you shouldn't be trying to use that porn for your own personal time. That's embarrassing. Shame. But is being called homo slander these days? I think it is. I think because homo is still a slur. Like when you use it in that meaning, basically anything that could be derogatory towards the LGBTQIA plus community is considered offensive speech, and that could literally be anything because any word could be used to slander them. So, welcome to 2020. Life sucks. Watch yourself. Everybody's watching you. That's my speech for the night. Let's keep going. Contact the FBI. President Oregon. He slandered you guys for months, apparently.
You. live way on your consciousness throughout your eternal life.
I don't really have much of a consciousness, so
torturing and worse off, tearing the heart and soul and emotions of the innocent man. The innocent, still 26-year-old virgin. Not only that, but I have so many lonely nights and stress that you cannot just imagine it. And
what's happening?
Every other forum, internet document, lewdly drawn pictures with
Oh, because of this, you made porn.
dicks. I love dykes. Dykes. China. I'm straight. If I see a dick, I just look away with a moment of being freaked out.
Okay. Freaked out by dicks.
You broke up the best friendship, the best relationship, the
What
closest
did you do when he asked to use the bathroom?
I could ever have.
He looks away. Like, what do you mean?
Adult life.
So I think it's
Encyclopedia
because he
Dramatica has been a
portrayed
style
Megan in
attached to
these
Christian's
comics.
life ever since. It is a thorn in his side that he must bring up to anyone new introduced into his life.
You did it. Every last one
No,
of
you did it.
If I could blame myself, I would definitely blame myself for drawing those 5 pictures.
Yeah,
Those
that's a lot
5
of
drawings. And by the way, that is not Crystal, whose eyes are censored. That is Megan.
Oh my
Later on
god.
in this video, Chris reveals that in the picture he drew to retaliate against Encyclopedia Dramatica was actually Megan and not Crystal. Crystal is an imaginary sister which Christian
Why would
draws
he
in the
say
Sonichu comics. He revealed that the photo was of Megan because of allegations of incest relating to Crystal. This is known as one of Christian's most shameful moments that could have been prevented. Megan has disconnected herself from Chris completely and refuses to even acknowledge his own existence nowadays. Meanwhile, at this time, Chris gets banned from the game place for yelling at a few kids over a card game. He is also banned from his local church because the pastor found out about his Ed page and his infamous internet fame.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Blanca is a group of trolls that pretended to be a sweetheart for Chris to fall in love with. Chris believed it completely.
Ah, that's mean.
Blanca's real.
Yeah,
I
this
talked
is
to her.
mean.
Yeah, she called me.
The trolls had a combined effort of doing whatever they could to disrupt and bully Christian. After a lot of work and talking with Chris, Blanca managed to get hold of the Sonichu medallion, along with embarrassing photos of Chris which are paraded around on the Ed page, including the infamous nude photos of his remarkably bent genitals. Once the medallions were in the possession of the trolls, they went out of their way to destroy it in any creative way possible.
No! No, you sick fucks! We go to Sonichu! No! Fuck. Oh.
Jesus. Look.
Very fucking thorough. Oh no!
Oh, that's why they did that.
Oh, dude, watching have like a chemical imbalance reaction just explode like.
Oh my god.
Jimmy Hill.
That was sad.
Captain's log, stardate,
Yes,
October 21st, 2008. Well, it's done. Blanca and I, well, she broke up with me.
In the midst of the Blanca saga, Chris was attacked by another troll under the name Jimmy Hill. He was tricked into believing that a man was selling Sonichu merchandise in Europe, making large sums of money off Christian's life work. This made Chris upset, and he did everything in his power to make sure that it didn't happen.
Mr. Jimmy Hill, as you all may know about him, he has perpetrated the rights of Sonichu for myself. As you all well know, for the longest time now, that I am the original owner and creator of Sonichu.
Jimmy convinced Chris using photoshopped images, all while making subtle changes to Sonichu himself and turning him into the negative of Christian's views.
Hanky Panky is my cause. Looking for a boyfriend figure, searching for the right.
Copyright.
Can't afford to understand the dice they want inside.
Copyright.
That's brilliant. I mean, as far as trolls go, that's brilliant.
That Clyde cat! I will pie his lights out! If I ever meet that bastard in person.
Why is he always holding a controller?
Cash is a troll who has spent a good amount of time messing with Christian. It started during the Jimmy Hill saga and has continually gone on since 2008 all the way up to 2012, and some even say that it may still be happening.
Nintendo has entered the live chat
for having a part in almost all bad things happening to him. We will talk more about Clyde in future sagas because he manages to pop up in more than one. While Chris was still involved with Blanca, Panda Halo was sending him messages, and they talked for a little bit.
I saw that too.
Chris realized Blanca was a troll, he had to move on to a new sweetheart, and Panda Halo was chosen. On September 24th, 2008, Chris announced his true and honest love for Panda with a Sonichu drawing. Panda really pushed the limits of what was acceptable for Chris. Panda Halo would constantly insult Chris. He didn't seem to mind, and probably saw it as just playfulness. This proving how desperate he was at the time. Soon Clyde Cash and Panda Halo teamed up and announced to Chris that Clyde had raped Panda Halo. For whatever reason, this barely phased Chris.
Oh my God.
Soon after, Clyde and Panda realized that they couldn't get any more reactions off Chris, so Panda supposedly died in a brush fire to end the saga.
There's been some fire going, there's been some brush fire or wildfire, that sort of stuff, fire going on in the southern Australia area where my sweetheart, Sarah Cassandra McKenzie, Panda Halo, she was in that neck of the woods, and I haven't heard from her in like over 2 weeks. And the fire's been going on for like during the past few weeks, so I pray that she's still alive.
Jesus.
I know, right? Not that she's okay. Like, just immediately.
This fucking music. He looks constipated.
It's okay to be gay. It's a choice in the gay way.
Not long after, Chris was approached by a designer for Nintendo, asking him to help design.
Oh, that's great. That's fucking great.
He handed over all the information of the website to the alleged designer. Clyde acted immediately and held the Sonichu website.
Oh, this was Some Ordinary Gamer's outro music for a while.
Back. But once he got the site back, Chris made a short video proclaiming his straightness. For whatever reason, Chris has a weird hate for gays and has a fear of becoming gay himself.
God damn.
I, Kristen Chandler, am straight.
Yeah, he's scared of being gay.
Yeah.
Don't you forget it.
Not long after, Chris was talking to Clyde Cash yet again, pretending to be Shigeru Miyamoto, the CEO of Nintendo. Chris believed that his Sonichu characters were going to be put into Animal Crossing.
Actual villagers coming to your town, February 24th, 2009, my 27th birthday. So, yeah.
This went on for a little bit, but it ended after no funny videos were looted from Chris. The only thing to emerge were videos of Chris talking about Sonichu, and at the very end, a slideshow he made for Miyamoto talking way more about his life than Sonichu himself.
Hello there, business people. Welcome to the world of Quickville, Virginia, and the world of Sonichu and Rosechu. My name is Christian Weston Chandler of Ruckersville, Virginia, 14 Bachelor Court, zip code 22968. And my home phone number is 434-990-7198. My cell phone being 760-0848.
Why are you doxing yourself?
Yeah, are we okay?
Wait a second. No, it's fine.
Seriously, are we okay? Did he just dox himself on our stream on accident?
Yeah, because that was from 2008, so
I know. I'm just saying. Gotta be careful. Fuck. Just
I
kidding.
forgot that video was the president of Nintendo. At least he thought it was.
God damn. So he gave out his phone number to the trolls who've been harassing him.
Yeah,
dude, it's not as bad.
Dude, this is how you get doxxed.
He showed his driver's license on stream. I don't know why he did it, but they had like his address, his full name, like everything. They found his social.
We're nearing the end of this. I need to take a milkshake break while we're watching this.
Oh, fuck you.
Do it. I just did.
Yeah, but you're different.
I'm different.
You're different.
I can handle my milkshakes.
No, like you have a sense of humor when you're done. Croach sits there like, like it's fucking annoying.
Fuck you.
It's true.
I didn't drink milkshakes.
Watch yesterday's
boring guy.
Where you try to dissect a joke, like fucking stupid.
Did he?
I was really high.
Yes, he did. He's trying to dissect the joke that Freeze is not racist. Like he's really defending that shit. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh no, dude, I was fucking with you.
You're a liar. No,
I'm being serious.
Try to dissect it. I'm like,
yeah, I was taking it overtly serious.
That was annoying. You were annoying. You weren't funny. You're not funny when you're on milkshakes.
I thought he was. I don't. I'm trying to think of a word that won't makes me sound like I'm like gay or some shit. I was gonna say it was cute. He was all fucked up.
I thought it was charming. Wait, hold on. Stop. Everyone stop everything. Everyone stop everything. Mama Crow's in the chat. Mama Crow's in the chat. Stop everything. Steve.
Okay, perfect.
He's taken. Like you can't say.
Okay, perfect.
Don't pull a Chris chat.
I'm not gonna pull a thing. Gonna do some stuff, guys. Don't pay attention to anything that sounds like a torch in the background.
I don't drink veggie milkshakes. I don't do that nonsense.
I don't fuck with milkshakes either. Play the video in the background. Be a little more auspicious.
Under the alias Blue Spike, or as Chris knows him, Julie, Blue Spike would end up getting the worst videos out of Chris to date. Julie was really a 13-year-old boy speaking in a bad falsetto voice that Chris managed to fall for. After odd demands from Julie, Chris would label Billy Mays, of all people, the man who does the OxyClean commercials, as the mayor of CWCville, or Quickville. Chris would also produce the infamous blow-up doll video, which has been viewed by millions of people. Of course, I can't show you it, so here's a artistic representation.
Julie! Yeah, Julie! Chris? Yeah, I came back now. I wonder what happened there.
I don't know. Should we talk with the fans for like 5 minutes, and then I'll tell you, please?
I'm
Actually,
sorry.
No, I'm ready to tell you.
Okay.
This whole time, Chris,
Mama Crow knows exactly when they're coming to
having
chat.
sex with a 13-year-old boy, you sick
Oh.
What?
Yeah, I'm a 13-year-old boy, Chris, and you've been having sex with me this entire time. I'm gonna give all your data to Chris Hansen, you pedo.
Oh, don't do that. He'll grip them.
God damn.
Report you to the feds. Get out.
That's harsh.
Can we pause? Like, can we just reflect on what just fucking happened?
So,
Yes.
yeah. So
He
basically,
got set up by a kid. Oh my god.
Toy bounty owner has no fucking mercy. Like,
Oh god, that was harsh.
can you imagine that?
By a
That's
freaking
unnecessarily harsh.
He got set up by a kid whose balls ain't dropped yet.
Yes.
Dang.
Chris Hansen sells the Chris Chan story. Yeah,
Messed
he
up,
sells
man.
the Chris Chan story next. Like fucking Chris Hansen's gonna grip off that shit. I'm telling
Messed
you.
up, man.
Yo, could you imagine that? Like, you're just doing whatever you're doing, and then all of a sudden, I'm a 13-year-old boy. Like, fucking what the fuck?
Wow.
Oh, it's fucked up. It's got me all choked up.
Choking up on his milkshakes. I'm a bitch.
Oh, man. I'm just so offended by all this shit.
Milkshake.
So messed up.
It's not fucking ripe.
You know, you kind of feel bad for the guy, but at the same time, say, oh my gosh, why don't his parents supervise him better? And by
He's like
parents,
30 years
I mean, I know, but he still needs supervision. He still needs an adult.
Okay, fine.
He's still an adult, man. Oh my!
Are you offering to be his daddy?
I don't think you want that. I don't think you want that.
No. That's man.
Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen. Chris ain't going to Chris Hansen
Oh,
and tell
man.
him about you.
Jeez.
All right, let's fucking hell.
Go.
Fucking kids are mean. Shit.
Mean? Well, you just set him up with a crime. Like, what are you talking about? He's going to
That's
jail.
beyond me.
Like, what are you talking about?
That's
It's a
fucking.
13-year-old boy. He's going to jail for a long, long time.
That is fucking savage as fuck, dude.
Savage. He set him up. Chris.
Okay, all right. All right, all right.
That kid was in it for the long haul, bro.
Right? Holy
He just finished virtual intercourse. Like, I'm a boy, 13 years old, bitch. You're going to jail.
Oh my god.
Okay, all right. Are we ready for the next one?
Why not?
Go ahead.
Fuck it.
After 2 and Ivy shared many phone calls together and also produced some of the creepiest videos from Chris that have not been surpassed for quite some time.
Hey, Ivy. I'm doing this video for you. Oh, we are going to have so much fun together when you and I are together. You know, my mommy and I, my family and I will go and meet you at the airport.
Not savage, it's
and
a
you know
felony.
your choice, so take you to your hotel or bring you back to my house. I mean, you know, we'd be hanging around so much and sharing so many fondful memories. And, you know, we can enjoy a movie in the theater or
Highlight Mama
at home
Crow.
or
Mama Crow's
watch a
quote.
television rerun.
What's this
Family
one?
Guy.
Yeah, that's the one.
Family Guy.
Damn.
That's great.
Damn.
Got to appreciate it.
TBH needs a drink.
I don't do that either.
I don't drink milkshakes. They hurt my tum-tum. Let's just go.
That's incredibly fucking cruel doing that to an autistic person. Just
Yeah, that is really messed up.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, fuck. Don't get me wrong. Like, fuck.
Oh my god, that fucking 13-year-old. It's a prick.
I mean, fuck, man. I look. It obviously, you know, there's a reason why we're laughing. You know, because some of this stuff is just.
It's
surreal. It doesn't even seem like it's real. Like,
Yeah. Well, and it's pretty old at this point. Like, I know back
like
in the
something
day,
you'd see in a
Chris
South
got
Park
really
episode.
angry if we were to be doing this right now, but now he's kind of more chill about it. Like, he realizes his life is documented. Like,
I don't think he gives a fuck.
But this is the plot. This is the plot of a South Park episode.
That's kind of what it is.
If this was
Yeah,
10
but
years
like
ago, though,
doing
we'd
that,
have done a lot
like
of
doing the fucking catfishing thing, right? And like that's fucked up, right? Like, that's so fucked. I get he's 13, the fucking kid that did it, but like
He knew
man,
what he
you
was
got-
doing. He knew what he was doing because he said he's calling
Yeah.
Chris Hansen. What do you mean? Set him up?
I know. I'm just saying, like, you are so fucked up in the head. Like, geez, why you gotta troll a guy to that extent? Like, I get a little trolling, it's fun. But like to this extent, right? The
I
shit
mean,
that you guys go
Dude,
through
it
for
gets
this
worse.
guy.
What 13-year-old does plan something?
I'm blown away by it. Fuck, man.
What
It gets
13-year-old plans
Yeah.
something so
Well,
evil?
you know, just
Yeah.
like we're planning to have
That's-
kids, and I'm like, I don't think I could deal with it if my child was anywhere near that fucking malicious.
Dude,
Listen to
that's
Tom.
straight up evil, man. That's
Yeah.
what 13-year-old kid plans something like that for real,
I
man. That's
never would have thought.
let me tell you something, man. That's
It's
that's
cold
the kind
shit.
Of, that's the kind of shit you get your ass whipped for, man.
Ass whipped? Are you kidding
You
me?
know?
What the fuck? Yo, bro, being Hispanic,
Ass
your mother finds out you
Yeah.
like did some sexcapades with some fucking dude who's like 10 times older than you and shit. Like fucking, oh my god. Oh my
Bro,
god,
that's
What
an
would happen?
eternal ass whipping.
dude, I don't even know what would happen. I don't know. You wouldn't be able to walk for like the rest of your fucking life. They're shorting you
Probably
to the
not.
next fucking.
Yeah, there wouldn't be enough chanclas to
Yeah,
take like that.
chunkless, bro. They know fucking kung fu and shit. They'll whip your
Or,
ass.
I love Lucy, or I got the entire series
Scared
of
the shit out of
Gilligan's
me.
Island. And I look forward to the eventuality of you and me having our sex time together.
Oh my
Oh
god.
boy,
I'll
he
do
did
you
not
so
learn.
many. I'll do my best to pleasure you and keep you satisfied. This is Ivy, just for you.
This poor sucker.
Just
He
for
did not
you.
learn.
I know a number of good positions and massages.
After
Do you,
interfering
Chris?
with Christian's parents, Ivy would end up committing suicide. At least that's what Chris believes. Chris did not have much of a response because he found out soon after the suicide announcement that Ivy was a troll, but tears were still shed that day.
Liquid Chris.
Captain's log.
This is what someone
Start
needed
date,
to do to
June
James the Ripper.
21st, 2009. My name is Christian Weston Chandler.
It's actually, I ain't gonna lie, it's a good
Y'all
impression.
already know me as the creator of the Sonichu franchise.
It's actually a really good
and
impression.
comic.
It is.
And
Oh, God.
the Roast Chew comic as well.
I mean, real talk, the guy's
The
impression is
Liquid
spot
Saga
on.
is something
Yeah,
most would
I
agree
thought it
to be
was
the most
him. I
fun
wasn't
one,
looking
and
at
not
it.
just another attempt to ruin Christian's life. Although it was still at the expense of Chris like most of the sagas, the number one most memorable thing to emerge was Liquid Chris, a man pretending to be Christian, imitating him down to his every detail emerged, sporting a Sonichu medallion made out of paper and a striped polo shirt. Chris soon replied in anger, not because someone was mocking him and his mannerisms, but because he saw it as someone stealing his own identity. Chris eventually came to the conclusion that the imitator was known as Ian Brandon Anderson, but many call him Liquid Chris, and the real Christian Weston Chandler, Solid Chris. Liquid and Solid had
Liquid and Solid Chris. I love it.
Weston Chandler, while all battling over Christian's new and honest sweetheart Casey.
I'm dying.
Draw.
That was like.
What the fuck was that?
Oh my god.
They were showing off their fighting skills, but you better not come near me. You have to do what it is.
He said believe it.
Desire tonight. Hear you say, and I see the ladies walking along one by one.
I mean, he could have found an instrumental version of the
Never
song.
wanna hear a boyfriend. Tell me why I can't virgin with rage. Tell me why I don't need a girl my age. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I have a boyfriend and I.
What's happening?
Like if someone was better at being you than you are.
Yeah. Hear you say I have a boyfriend. Tell me why I don't together virgin with rage. Tell me why I don't need a girl my age. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I have a boyfriend. Why do all of the jerks get all of the pretty girls? Yeah, you may not know this, but I want you to know that I am a lonesome heart without a fire. But
I like that he didn't sync the song at all.
I hope y'all enjoyed that.
Oh shit!
Fuck yeah.
In June of 2009, Chris was given the CWCopedia, a website he could use to upload his Sonichu comics, web blogs, and personal info. It was a safe haven from trolls because usually when Chris would start up a website, it would instantly be hacked and vandalized. But of course, the trolls found a way to get at Chris. Mostly buying ad space on the website that included things that Chris hated. A lot of them were homosexual in nature, and Chris has a weird hate for gays, like we mentioned, along with ads about Asperger's, which is something that enrages Chris because he thinks people with Asperger's steal the spotlight from him. Damn.
Fucking stealing my spotlight.
Asperchu Saga? What's happening?
In November, an artist named Alec Benson Leary would emerge, starting a new comic book parody of Sonichu called Asperchu. Most of the comics were made just to make fun of Chris and his shenanigans. Sonichu at the time was taking a downward spiral and slowly got worse and worse, so a lot of the fans switched over to Asperchu. At first, Asperchu was made to mock Chris, but over time it turned into its own cult following, with fans lining up for the next comic to come out.
That's fucked up.
I do remember this now.
Anyway, this character not only is a parody and vulgar fan fiction of my Sonichu character, but he plays off of my past Buddha belly and my masculine bosoms.
Okay.
I'm gonna come after you. I'm gonna ruin you, Larry.
Larry.
Anyway.
Hey, little cuz, or Christian Weston Chandler, if you prefer. It's me, Tito, or Don. Listen, man, I got some sand in the potato salad this time. You caught me, cuz I admit it. I sold the security files of Sony to the hackers.
Surfshack Tito is a hacker that came out of the shadows and hacked Christian's PSN account numerous times, making him do things to get it back. For whatever reason, Tito spoke in mannerisms as the same Surfshack Tito from the Nickelodeon TV show Rocket Power.
Tito, you stay away from Heather, you son of a bitch. You have no right taking her from me like that, you womanizing rapist. And if you go near her again, and I will find you. I will find you. I will cut you up. I'll beat you up. I'll knock you on your backside, stand on your gut like a log roller, and roll your fat right through your skull. Rolling it wide.
You know, I'm just going to say this.
Do you think he said that same thing in the Parappa the Rap of death threats?
Oh my god. Dude, I'm just saying. I think this guy's nuts enough to do it.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, I get it. He's a fucking wimp and everything, but like...
Did you see what Soge said about Tito? That's a lowland human ludicolo. Fucking god.
Dude, you think this is crazy? Yeah. We're at maybe 50%. Yeah. Oh no. Oh fucking no.
This is
it's missing stuff.
Oh my god. This isn't fucking open. I think he would do it though.
You goddamn womanizing.
If he had the opportunity, I don't think he would wait.
No.
Oh.
And don't you dare contact me in my email again, or contact me ever. You stay away from me. Stay away from me in contact.
I think he did.
Don't call me.
I disavow. I disavow immediately.
For quite some time, a storm was brewing. While all these sagas were going on, tension at the game place slowly rose and rose. After Chris being banned from the game place for a lot of little incidents of just being an all-around thorn in the side of Michael Schneider, the owner of the game place, he would get permanently banned. Time after time, Chris returned to the stores, pleased to get unbanned. He then went on to try YouTube, emails, and even sneaking in. His first attempt was, he went into the store
How did he
trying to
sneak
give
in?
Michael a long-winded speech, but it ultimately failed, and Chris ended up storming out of the store, calling Michael a Jew.
It gets worse?
A Jew?
Yeah.
That
Jesus.
God
Oh my gosh, I forgot about
being
the
so
house.
heartless and cruel, Michael Snyder.
Oh my God, he's anti-Semitic too.
Yes. A few days later, Chris attempted to get a picture of Michael
He's
to pin on a
everything.
dartboard, or so Chris claims. Michael says that Chris was taking pictures of his daughter. Whether this is true or not is still up for debate. However, on October
Oh,
of
shit.
2011, Chris entered the game place, probably asking to be unbanned. Not much is known, but charges of assault on a law enforcement individual and property damage ranging upwards of $1,000.
I'm telling you.
Chris was
He's
sentenced
ready.
to community service,
He
1 year
was
probation, and mandatory
Oh.
psychiatric treatment
And
and
just about my
evaluation.
previous
They were
comments
forced
about
to
his
pay for
behavior
Michael's medical
mannerisms.
bills. After the events with Michael Schneider, a woman named Rocky Shoemaker would convince Chris to give up his internet life and move on past all the trolls. Rocky is a pastor that has given Chris advice for many years. It was truly a chance for Chris to give it all up and go outside and enjoy the world. After almost 3 decades of Chris doing the opposite of this, many would say it wasn't possible. But Chris, surprisingly, would get rid of his PS3, arguably his most valuable possession. His love for the console is undying.
Vessel of my loneliness within the past 3 years of anguish.
Airplanes.
I bid you fair day.
Fucking.
Adieu.
What is it on? An air conditioner?
I'm sorry. I know. Shocking. Anyone would ever do that to a PS3.
Wait, I thought
your
he put
pain.
lighter fluid on it. Why is he bashing it?
I don't know. Hold on. What the fuck is Chris Chan's tugboat?
I don't know. But I know that like they're going from this. There's a lot more from each saga. Like each saga has like an hour-long video on Geno Samuel's channel. But like this is just like a gloss over because we can't obviously do all those ones.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Holy fuck.
Yeah. So
this is wild. Rev, let me know in the comments what the hell you're talking about. I want to know. What's he gonna set on
Imagine his
fire?
neighbor seeing this, like they're just gonna try to like fucking guard him.
They saw a head on the metal parts and the heavy plastic, but still, when I plugged it in, it did not turn on. Actually, it went into standby mode, but that's all as far as it went. That's all it went. So right now I'm gonna finish the job.
Damn.
Well, just with his fist?
It's still good. It ain't now.
Once Chris said goodbye to the internet, he was spotted at many public places
Oh,
around
yeah.
the Ruckersville area.
Oh, it's him?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I mean, you know,
He's got some moves.
It'd be kind of nice if it ends there, right?
Hey Jackie, it's me, Christian. I'm doing this video for you. Got to upload to the media fire.
Mountain Dew me.
So yeah, I could be like.
Oh my god.
But it was dark times for Christian. He eventually found a new sweetheart online. PS3 or not, Christian was back in action. This time her name was Jackie. Oddly
PS3 or
enough,
not.
instead of trying to ruin Christian's life, Jackie was actually trying to help Chris, encouraging him and demanding things like cleaning his house and doing more productive things. But he proved to be lazy, all around creepy, and would just constantly beg for sex. Jackie realized that Chris was incapable of help at this point and left Christian.
That's sad.
The Tom Girl saga was a breaking point for Chris. He was no longer just this cartoon-like man-child with a funny way of talking and acting. His mental state soon withered as leaked images of his cross-dressing surfaced. He went on forums coming out as a cross-dresser who was still interested in women, or so he claims. Time went by, Chris realized he was the cause of his own internet drama and just disappeared for a few years. Although he did not completely disappear. News surfaced that his father, Bob Chandler, died of a heart attack, so even the trolls decided to stop bothering Chris, as things weren't the way they used to be. After a few months of silence, and things about Chris slowly faded, tragedy strikes yet again.
Greene County investigators are looking into the cause of a house fire early this morning. It started at about 3 o'clock this morning at a home on Branchland Court. That's in the southern part of the county. We're told the fire started in a first-floor bathroom, but got quickly out of control and eventually shot through the roof. Everybody inside was able to get out safely, but one firefighter suffered minor injuries. The cause of the fire is still under investigation.
On January 10th, 2014, every single piece of art Chris has made was ruined in the fire. It is unknown if his Sonichu comics survived and the many relics he held so dear to his heart. They stayed into a rental home until moving back into the house once renovations were completed. People thought this was the end of everything, and Christian would either end up doing something terrible or take the opportunity that has...
Hey, John, how'd you miss all this shit?
What are you talking about?
Fuck, man. You say, like, this guy was never on your radar, right? But, like...
Never on the radar, nope.
Yeah,
fucking set his house on fire.
Lots of people do that.
Yeah.
You tell me, like, how jaded
Probably
must you be?
It's normal.
My cousin did that. Like, fucking, my cousin set his fucking house on fire.
Oh my god.
People do it all the time.
But I was also right. None of the girls are real. I think only like one was, but she was a bit heavier, and he left her for a troll. And she was like, why, what the fuck, Chris? Like, I really want to be with you. I want to help you. It's like, nope.
He left her for a troll.
Yeah.
Wow.
A non-real woman. Yeah.
has been presented to
insane.
him and start his life over. But Chris proved to the world that he could not learn from his mistakes.
Don't call anybody.
And that was the bar too.
26th of December 2014. After causing a lot of ruckus on Facebook,
Man,
protesting
people.
about the Sonic game that was
Fucking
coming out at
lords.
the time, Chris went to his local Ruckersville GameStop and vandalized all of the
Gossip.
Sonic Boom merchandise and pepper sprayed an employee. Christian's reason to protest was to get across the point that Sonic's arms are not blue. This showed how much of a child Chris still was before it opened the curtains of his current state of his mental health.
What?
Now that you know
He
the
pepper
basic
sprayed
outline
someone
of
because
Christian's
Sonic's
story,
arms
what
weren't
have you
blue.
learned? Have I swayed you towards a certain view about Chris, or have I just presented facts and let you make up your own opinion?
It's
If
mad.
you want me to show you the bad side of Christian, I can.
I mean, this is.
If you want me to show you the bad side of the trolls, I can. That being said, there's no good or bad side in this fight of Troll versus Chandler. You can defend whomever you want, but the truth is, the whole aurora of negativity that surrounds Chris is a
I
bad
don't know
thing.
if Chris goes by
It is
trans.
a bad
Kenny.
thing that people try to wreck his life at every turn, but it is just as bad for Chris himself to turn around
He's
and give it right
15
back to
now.
the trolls. And then on the outside of the borders of hate are the people that want to document Chris. I can't say if it's wrong to study someone and archive most of their life. Like I have said before, that is for you to decide. When people hear about someone like Chris, they don't get angry because he can be an autistic goofball who loves to jump around and get mad at the camera. Although I am sure there's a big part of that. They get angry because they feel cheated by society. Christian is an example of everything that could have gone wrong with a modern day child, and he has managed to get away with it. Chris has refused to grow up and live like a normal person, blaming every problem either on trolls or his autism. On the other hand, Chris is still a victim. He's a victim of a fight that has gone on since the Industrial Revolution. Chris on one side being the group that thinks life is too hard, so they should rely on the sweat of others' work and mope around all day doing nothing productive. On the other spectrum, there's the people
this is
that
all
believe
his
you should
opinion,
work for what you
guys.
have, and to use any government needs programs
I'm
is
just-
to be a symbol of submitting to laziness.
I'm feeling
These are
like
usually
our
the kind of
narrator's a
people
little
that
bit
hate
more
Christians.
biased than I
To
originally
give you an idea
inferred.
of how much effort has been put into documenting Christians,
Since the Industrial
here's some
Revolution.
statistics. There's a Wikipedia dedicated to Christian, with over 1,465 articles, over 18,640 pages about Chris himself, 7,072 uploaded files including videos, pictures, and audio logs, over 68,581,864 views to the wiki and counting. And that's not the end of it. This doesn't include the Encyclopedia Dramatica page, which has over 1,064,840 views to the article alone. The official Christian Weston Chandler YouTube archive that is made by trolls has over 17,514 subscribers, with 16,155,141 views to the videos themselves. And that's not counting the views he would get to his actual YouTube account. This is just a YouTube channel that has archived his videos. Kristen Weston Chandler is beyond a phenomenon. He is truly a wonder that has managed to grace over from just being a victim to an art form. If you go on DeviantArt and type in Kristen Weston Chandler, 1,120 pieces of art made by fans, along with 5,107 entries dedicated to Sonichu alone. His pictures and videos have appeared in Shoujo Beat, Nintendo Power, Houston Press, numerous times in his local news. In radio, his antics have been talked about on Opie and Anthony, Toucher and Rich, The Kevin and Bean Show. He has been on Fail Off
There's a judgment.
Web Soup. On internet media, he has been reviewed by Larry Bundy Jr., an internet comedian.
No. I'm still the Mayor Quickdale. There is no election.
Linkara, a YouTube comic reviewer, talks about
Fucking
him.
Linkara.
Wait! The internet cried back. Let me tell you about the horror that is called Sonichu.
He was on Ray William Johnson. He is constantly spotted in Harry Partridge's animations.
I really am obsessed with him. I go and I check his Sonichu.com, which is kind of the wiki about Chris Chan and his weird life.
We do too.
Yeah, I check it if not daily, every couple of hours.
And speaking of animation, did you know there's a cartoon dedicated to his misadventures? An entire cartoon series. Every single episode is over 5 minutes long, and there's about 15 of these.
Mr. Chandler is the mayor of Quickville. He's got a lot of things to do. Got a lot of China to steal. Mary Lee Walsh is always waiting to ruin his fun with the chaotic combo at his side. The day is already won. Quickville, we invite you to swallow some sperm. Chris
Oh,
is
fuck.
strictly guaranteed. There are no girls allowed unless your boyfriend free.
Shut up.
Sit like the black
Circle
keys,
around.
and God says gay should die. And if you see him sitting at a table, well, you better leave his side. Sonichu!
People have spent almost a decade discussing Chris and his life, studying him as if he was Jeffrey Dahmer. His stories are nowhere near as epic and enduring as something like the Bible, but the way people build him up to be this epic and Forrest Gump-like is something to behold. It's something to remember for a long time. When I'm a lot older, I know I will tell my children the story about Chris, but not just Chris himself. I will tell the story about what people have done with Sonichu and the world in Christian's mind. I will tell them about how so many people put thousands of hours of work to make content and input about an autistic man-child. I will tell them about the trolls, and I will tell them about the people that have tried to help Chris. And I will most importantly tell them how they can better themselves to not end up like Christian. This is a tragedy that could have been prevented, and to blame Chris or the trolls
Dude,
is
fuck
trivial.
the green
The
M&M.
blame lands on everyone here. Taking the time to mess with someone is bad, and the same goes for trying to get back at them. There's nothing left we can do for him. Chris is a train wreck crashing in slow motion. If we end up ignoring him, he will do something bad for attention. If we try and help him, he will push the help away. As I see this train go by, there is nothing left to do but watch it crash.
I don't like the music.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's credits.
Oh, do you like this music?
I have no clue. I have no clue because I can't play it. That was fucking interesting.
Yep.
There's a lot of shit missing from that. He's
There's
got
a lot of
crazier
shit missing.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
Oh
like
my
I'm like that's
God.
probably like 15% of everything, Crow. Like,
I never ever want to see anything like that again.
No, we gotta do one of those a week. No.
movie nights.
I mean,
no, like do from like the Geno Samuel one.
Oh my god, we'll be here for fucking ever.
36 weeks. Well,
Yeah.
and they just keep adding. So, like, how many? It'd probably be about a year.
Probably.
Once we
do
catch
it.
up, maybe about 52 by the time we catch up, I think.
We will never catch up to that.
In a year, we would. If we started.
We're very
tomorrow.
dedicated and committed. Crow, we're like fucking Crow is Anonymous. What the fuck's up with you?
Man, that shit's too funny. But I'm sitting there thinking about my image, right? Because like, if I laugh too much to this shit, I'm gonna come across like a total fucking dick.
Your image with everything going on right now, like that's what you're worried about.
Yeah,
they
totally.
think we showed CP on here. What are you talking about? Your fucking image.
Like seriously, how does that make any sense to anybody?
What? I don't know, man.
People are dumb.
We didn't show any pictures of anything.
I know. That's what I'm like. First off, why would we even want to?
That was
like,
Sluggy Wuggy.
Everybody's
Looking
already
into the
seen
folder.
them.
I'm
Like,
worried about my
to
image.
my understanding.
Fucking
Like,
laughing at
fuck.
Sonichu. So what?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But yes, no, like I'm sitting there thinking, I don't want to come across looking like a dick because man, it's so hard not to laugh at this shit. But some of that stuff fucking hurts to see, right?
It's that. It's like that guy obviously needed way more supervision. But
Julie,
it's one of those things. Probably a combination of a couple things. Probably, parents sheltering him a little bit too much, on top of, his condition and just a bunch of other stuff. But at the same time, he's obviously not at a point where he can really function by himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just that much is pretty obvious. I mean, look at the stuff that he does. You know what I mean? He's probably sheltered way, way, way too much. It's like, damn. It's just I don't know. I mean, to me, it's just like, don't get me wrong. Some of this stuff is like, it's so outlandish. I can see where people find humor in it, right? Because again, like Steve said earlier, it's surreal. It's stuff that you all this stuff, how could all this stuff happen to one person? But man, it's just like this guy, he created a lot of the situations for himself too. But again, that has to do more with the fact that he obviously cannot function in society by himself.
Yeah, I mean, he's clearly not been able to grow from any of these experiences that he's had. I mean, it's sad to see that, right? Because it's funny. Like I've never seen this shit before, right? Because this is before my time. This is way before my time.
The documentary came out like a couple of years ago, like the first ones.
I mean, I think it's the thing. A part of it is his family probably really didn't manage his expectations realistically. You know what I mean? It sounds to me like he kind of grew up a little bit narcissistic and egotistical because his parents, again, they sheltered him. They probably told him he was the best all the time. They probably never, taught him, how to be a good sport and that losing is a part of life and things like that. And, he grew up having a false sense of how the world really works. You know what I mean? There's plenty of autistic people that have been very independent, what I mean, with his condition, what I mean, that have gone on to get jobs and be self-sufficient, even live by themselves, what I mean, and not get into any kind of trouble,
well, yeah, I mean, it doesn't, I mean, there's different levels from what I understand too, but at
Sure,
the
but
same time, I get what you're
on
saying.
but you know what I'm saying? There's people on his level that have gone on, again, like I said, to live by themselves, to even get married and, have families and stuff like that and be self-sufficient. It's like, he never left his child phase. And that was probably due to his family, really just kind of coddling him way too much and keeping him way too sheltered. But, I
mean, there's that whole thing with the babysitter though.
Yeah, of course, there's going to be stuff that affected him too. You got to think that, he probably didn't, that trauma didn't help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It probably messed him up more. You kind of feel bad for him, but again, I get why the situation has been a part of.
I guess that's the thing. I feel bad a little bit. I mean, I understand a lot of this is his own fucking doing, but some of the troll stuff, like, it goes fucking. It goes
Well,
heavy.
that's peak level. It's just that, but that's come on, man. That's some evil stuff, man. Like seriously, what 13-year-old plots for months to like, you know what I mean, to play the long game on a guy like that and do something like that. You know what I mean? That's messed up, man.
Especially on a guy like that. He's clearly not.
He's not all there. You know what I mean? And he's obviously grossly immature for his age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, but again, you know, this is also kind of a cautionary tale with the internet too, because remember what you put out there. That's how savage the internet is. The internet is savage.
Yeah,
they don't
I was
care.
gonna say that.
It has
That's
no
fucking
remorse.
super straight.
Yeah,
Is this real?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
With
Dude,
the
just-
medallion, I'm pretty sure. Like, with
Again,
his
you know,
Sonichu medallion.
it's messed up, you know, and again, but that just goes to show like
my God.
how it just goes to show how savage the internet is. When you put yourself out there on the internet, they have no. It's like the Terminator, right? You know, he can't be bargained with. He can't be reasoned with. He doesn't feel pity or remorse, and he absolutely will not stop until you are dead. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how the internet is. The internet has no sympathy. It has no remorse. It just, there's people out there because they can hide themselves, you know, with on the internet. You know what I mean? They have that comfort of anonymity in the internet. They don't care. They don't care. You know what I mean?
Unfortunately,
They're not even getting paid.
It's
Like, they just do it.
Clearly, that's what we got to see. I mean, yeah, I don't know how to feel about it, right? Because I feel sympathy, but at the same time, it's hard not to laugh at something like that.
He burned his fucking house down.
Well, you're laughing more.
He's also
you're laughing more-
racist and shit, though. You know,
Yeah.
like
I mean, no, that's
but that's stuff he was taught though too. You know, what I mean,
Yeah.
That's probably stuff that he was taught. That's not something that I mean, maybe he could have come to it on his own. But chances are there's probably a good chance that that's something he was taught. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that there's the thing about his dad being a bigot. It seems like most people agree on that. Because I don't know, because they tried. Who was that
Pepper
one?
sprayed somebody because Sonic's arms weren't blue.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Thank you,
he's
yeah.
definitely. And there was that whole thing about taking photos of some dude's kids. Like, yeah, I think that. I think a lot of that is he's immature, and I don't think he really
He
understands.
stood outside
That
the
makes-
school with a sign that says
Look,
"I'm fucking lonely" and shit.
No, I'm saying like that kind to me that makes him kind of a danger, right?
Yeah, it makes
because
the
there's
school
no
look bad.
control.
Well, look, maturity comes with the acceptance of responsibility. You're talking about a guy who never really had to, probably growing up, never really had to take responsibility for a lot of things. You know what I mean?
He fight you just for saying that, John. Like he fuck you up right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah. John's like, oh yeah,
Yeah, well, fucking John would go.
Yeah.
You know.
Bring the pepper spray, bitch. Oh fuck.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like I get it. He's racist and shit like that, right? Yeah. Again, it's like John said, it's something where he was probably taught a lot of that stuff by his dad, and I don't think he's capable of learning without some guidance. But at the same time, he's turning it down because when people have tried to help him out, he shuts them out. I'm like, yeah, I think you deserve to be mocked at that point,
Sure.
right? And you've got to climb out of it on your own.
Of course, but again, it's again, you know, he's probably never had to take responsibility from stuff for a very, you know, from the time he was very young. I'm pretty sure his parents, to a degree, probably encouraged that behavior, right? They probably said, "Oh, it's okay, you know, you didn't do anything wrong because you have this mental issue." You know what I mean? And again, like I said, that's maturity comes with the acceptance of responsibility. If you don't have to accept any kind of responsibility, you're not going to mature as a person.
No, I agree with you. I do. It's just I mean, like, how damaged do you have to be that after so many times, right? After so many times the same thing happening, right?
He ran over like Schneider.
Like, how do you not learn? I guess it's
because again, it's not, you know, you can't learn if you don't have your parents teaching you that, right? And I'm pretty sure they gave him a pass on all that. They told him, "No, you didn't do anything wrong, honey, because you're special." You know what I'm saying? And that's probably what he heard all his life. Again, that's why he doesn't take any responsibility for anything he did.
I wish I heard that shit.
You know what I mean? Because he was never reprimanded by the most authoritative, you know, the most authoritative figures in his life, which is his mom and dad. you know.
Yeah.
So
no, and you know, it sucks because like, what does that mean, right? There's no there.
Well, they handicapped him more. That's what it
Yeah.
means. They made him that much more handicapped by not teaching him, you know, how to be independent. Just because he had that condition didn't mean anything. Like I said, there's been plenty of self-sufficient people with autism that have gone on to do a lot of great things. I mean, from getting, you know, college degrees to getting, like I said, you know, good jobs or whatever, even starting families. So.
Yeah. I mean, again, I don't know if there's any way of actually pull him out from wherever the hell he's in or she's in, because I don't know. They said something about like coming out. I have no fucking clue. I don't even want to get into it.
I'm just going to be clear. This documentary is missing like fuck tons of years worth of extra shit. That Chris Chan isn't even that Chris Chan anymore. Chris Chan's a totally different like person now.
Oh shit!
I'm trying to tell you, like this is all outdated.
This just is like scratching the surface. You mean
this is all outdated? Yeah. It's all outdated.
Yeah, because I'm like,
I mean, if it gets worse,
does it get worse?
I'm trying to tell you.
I don't know. I want to see that, man. It's just like that's
how the fuck does it get worse?
Let's find out next Monday. I'm just kidding. Let's just
fuck that. Let's do it tomorrow.
No,
oh my god,
I don't want to do this again. No, it's too much Chris Chan. It's too much Chris Chan.
Well, yeah. What are we?
He's
doing
like
tomorrow?
vodka. You gotta take him in small doses, otherwise you get fucked up.
What do we do next week or tomorrow?
Oh, dude, I don't know yet. We could do well, because what is it? They were asking us about the Jeffree Star shit, so we could watch Blair White's thing, find out what's going on with that.
Yeah, I do want to do that because apparently, like she accused him of committing a crime or something.
Extortion. I don't know, but here's the bullshit. Like Blair White made a video from Tamimi, and she cut out the part slightly, like skipping over the part that Jeffree Star did call out Davi Vanity, but then all of a sudden it's like, fuck it. And then just kept working with Davi Vanity. So like we could do that. They've been asking for that, the Jeffree Star shit, or Lola uploaded her video. One of the two. Whatever you want to do.
I don't know. Chat. What do you suggest? Type one for type. Oh.
No, we could do that. We could go over the Mia shit tomorrow. It's up to you. Can we even get a hold of Mia? Is Mia even available?
I don't know.
The
Mia Stark?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get a hold of her. Maybe, unless she deleted her Twitter again.
Probably.
She does
I don't
that.
know. Yo, she wants to come explain herself, defend herself.
Yeah, let me see. Hold on.
Well, you know that chick?
Yeah. Yeah, I know that chick.
Oof. Steve. Saint Eve. Not a good look, friend. Not a good look.
What? Okay.
Really?
Yeah. I got her in DMs. Hold on.
Like, hey, you know, again, I'll give anyone a chance to actually speak, but like, I'm pretty clear about how I feel about doing stuff like that.
No, yeah, I know, but like, you know, just to confirm whether it was her, whether it's not, what the fuck she was thinking.
Okay, maybe, yeah, you're right. Two sides to every story, and everything. And
we're the crows of judgment. Then we judge. Like, come on, it's what we do.
Okay. You know, if she wants to come on tomorrow, I guess we can do that. If not, then
I think she deleted her account. I can't. No.
Yeah, she probably deleted it.
I mean, see what you can do to reach out to her if you hear anything.
Yeah, her Twitter gone.
I can find her in Discord, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think it's good that you're deleting all your stuff, but I can understand if you're getting like a bunch of.
Well, it's understandable. Yeah, it's understandable because, like I said, we don't condone that shit.
Yeah,
we don't. It makes everything we're doing look fucking crazy. It makes our side look crazy. It's like what is it? Do you remember the case, Crow? And I Stand With Vic, and everyone thought we were gonna win by a landslide, and then the judge just dismissed it. And what did everyone do? They started trying to go at the judge.
Yeah.
That was messed up.
Yeah.
It's like, look, it is what it is. It's not like.
I mean, it wasn't. It was even before the dismissal. It was like the judge was giving. We're hearing things out from the court case where the judge sounded like he was kind of just like not taking the case very seriously. or something of that nature. I don't want to like misquote anybody because we're talking about a year ago, but when that stuff started coming out, then people started going at the judge in very stupid ways, like leaving messages on his Facebook.
Yeah.
Like just
leave the guy alone. It doesn't matter. I mean, sometimes things happen.
So I mean, when the defendants in the case are basically saying Vic Mignogna had a mindless army that he uses to harass people, and he has some dumbasses contacting a fucking judge. Like, yeah, I'm sure that didn't look good, right? Judges aren't going to be totally unbiased. Like, that's bullshit if you think they are, right?
Yeah.
What did you think was going to happen? Like, fuck, man. Bad fucking moves all around.
Yeah. So that we could take an off day. I'm fine with that. Like fucking
What is with
I'm
these
going
off
on
days?
Vic's channel tomorrow, so I don't know if I can come on.
Oh, that's fine, buddy.
Yeah.
What is with you in the off days?
Who?
I just don't like hanging out with you every day.
Oh, buddy, we can't. No, sorry, that's not gonna work.
You're like part of the ship, part of the crew. Fuck you, you're staying.
Exactly. If we go down, we go down together.
Whatever.
And if you try to fucking leave, I'll drag you down with me.
Okay.
All
I don't know. You find something definitive you want to talk about, then fuck that. Like,
I guess the Lola video sounds interesting. It's like 50 minutes long.
Mhm.
I think that would be fun if Lola's okay with us doing that, because obviously she probably wants exposure for her channel.
well, we need. I would like to help push that video anyway. So
like let's DM her and see if she wants to come onto the channel and talk about the video. I don't want to play the video on our channel. So she just dropped it, right?
no, well, we don't play the whole video. We play sections and then tell people to go watch the whole thing. That's how it works.
Well, why don't you link her video in the chat right now so people can go watch it?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's a great idea.
Do it, Crow.
I know.
Rev says he wants to be part of the crew. I don't know what, like the streaming crew. I don't know what that means. But he says I can vouch. But I guess I don't.
Oh, speaking of videos too, Wolfie dropped the video that we could cover. I think it's about
what's it about?
The John Swan Discord shit thing that's going on, I guess. In fact, I don't even know if it's like a YouTube video or a Twitter video, to be honest.
Wait. What are they? Who did what now?
Wolfie dropped the video on the John Swan server containing NSFW.
Isn't that? Oh wait, yeah, that is John Swan.
I saw Tipster tweet something out saying, "Please stop spreading false information." John Swan's YouTube server never had an NSFW.
He did, but like, here's what is it? Because it's been being tweeted out.
Screenshots, I think. Hold on.
Yeah, is those screenshots coming from who's leaking that shit? Right? Like, well, we can't say it was
screenshots of what?
Is it? Because I thought they came from. Did that come from Mia? Because I heard it came from Mia. Was that true or not?
Supposedly anti-onion files.
Oh, oh, never mind. That's not Mia.
Okay,
I don't know what.
Confused about. I'm trying to find this video.
Which video?
I was referencing Repsion server, but you guys love to take this out of. This is what I was referring to. Well, I see anti-onion files is saying okay. So here. I'll just show you guys. Fuck it.
Yeah, do the thing.
It's just easier that way.
Oh, good job. You did the fucking thing, Crow. Good job.
What fucking thing?
You linked Lola's video.
Yeah, of course.
Good job.
All right, so here I posted this, right? And I told you guys earlier, and then Anti-Onion Files quote tweeted me, RT again for the John Swan fans. I was referencing Repsion server, but you guys still have to take things out of context, not Crow. Yay. This is what I was referring to. Yeah, so
it's John.
Really get John Swan server thrown in here because to me it was pretty clear that it was Repsion's. I mean, is a mod on Repsion's fucking Discord server.
Just a misunderstanding, probably.
Probably. So
somebody probably took it and ran with it the other way.
Yeah, okay. So what video are we talking about here, though? Like,
I don't know. Well, like, let me fucking find it for you.
I just want to see if it's short. Maybe we can just get into it really quick.
Really? I want to leave. I don't want to hang out with you no more.
We're not gonna get to 1K subs with an attitude like that.
I don't want to hang out with you anymore.
I'll help you get there, Crow.
Saint Eve, like, I'll do the things with you, Crow.
Guys, remember to like and subscribe to the channel. What?
Nothing.
Oh man.
Yeah, it could.
I think Anicia is having the last laugh with Shane Dawson and Repsion. Oh my god, dude! Like,
let's ask him. Anicia, come on and let's talk about how like fucking shitty you are.
Does he not seem fucking cockier?
No, he is. He is.
Right?
Yeah.
I think to him he feels like he's got something on people.
Well, you know, it'd be crazy, right? In the if there's like this YouTube apocalypse where all the big guys get canceled, it would be crazy if he was like the last one left.
Oh my god!
You know, imagine everyone gets canceled, and he's like, when it's all said and done, the dust clears. He comes out like a little roach. And he's just like, beat y'all.
Yeah. So
I don't know where his video is. I don't think it's on YouTube, but like, here's the tweet where there's a clip of it.
Yeah. Perfect.
So there you go.
Is it in Discord?
Yeah. Well, the link is, yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's see.
Because like, I'm not really gonna hunt it down, to be honest. Like, not right now, anyway.
No, I feel you. I feel you, buddy. I'm with you.
Social repost sub to Onion. Really? To Onision's OnlyFans? Really?
Okay. This is literally 44 seconds long.
Yeah. That's a clip. That's not the actual video, though.
Oh, well.
It says it in the thing.
I mean, I'm perfectly fine with that.
That's fine.
Again, this is saying like they're talking about it's Repsion's Discord server, right?
Yeah.
So I don't get how they're getting
John Swan.
Yeah, I don't get where that's coming.
Dude, I don't know. I don't even know if it's the same exact thing. For all I know, like, I don't know if there's like a whole nother like thing that people are talking about.
I don't know. I don't think like my impression of John Swan in this has been, there's a really large YouTuber that suddenly wants to, chill with him, and I'm sure that feels good on a guy who's coming up on like 100.
Everyone wants to fuck with John Swan now. Everyone.
Yeah, I mean, like, but I'm sure he feels like he's part of that club, right? And that club comes attached with both Maya and all the fucking baggage for both of them.
Yeah.
Maya sits there and says, well, they're all friends. Like, first off, I'm not going to judge you by the actions of what your friends do. But when your friends do some like insane shit and they're literally talking about how great of friends you are, I mean, you got to understand you're a fucking shield at that point. Right. Yeah. Like, and no hard feelings there, but like, come on, dude, how are you going to be the deep dive guy when you're not going to look into anything? Right. It's funny because I remember it's like you were saying, the Nick Diorio shit, right? When Salah went after him, right?
Mm-hmm.
With that deplatform predators hashtag, right? I get it. It blew up. I get it was a bigger thing, right? But she was clearly trying to accuse someone of being an abuser to get them removed, right? You have this fucking Mia chick, she accused this kid of spreading CP online.
Hold on, because you're using wrong names. Like, you mean Maya?
No, Maya. Yeah, Maya.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say Mia. I'm like, chill.
I'm trying to go on my little fucking rant here. All right, still high. I got this though. But again, right? When Maya, right, goes around and accuses a kid of spreading CP online, right? And we disproved that, right? We disproved it based on them saying that they contacted the police because obviously CP was never discussed with them in any way, shape, or form. It's fucking ridiculous. But the images themselves were timestamped. Maya was living in Israel, which would not allow for a cam model of her age. I mean, you don't understand how restrictive it is over there. right? When she was a cam model, it was when she was in the United States. We got tweets of her saying she didn't come back to the United States until she was 19 years old, right? So either that's completely untrue, or she came back here when she was younger and she was with Repsion at that point, which is just, again, not something I think anyone wants to accuse somebody of, but like, your girl is twisted. Like, I don't know if she's telling the truth. I don't know if she's fucking lying. Like, she lies about everybody. So I have no fucking clue here. But come on, it's fucking ridiculous. Anyways, it's fucked up to get pissed off about that situation, but then chill with the chick who regularly accuses people of spreading CP. Like, yeah, have some fucking integrity there. You know, at least talk to her about being in your fucking Discord server when she's doing that shit. And if you can't, right, then yeah, it comes with you get all the fucking baggage of all the other shit, because she's still fucking doing it while bragging about how she's gonna be chilling in your fucking Discord server now. Dude, like, you're dealing with some fucking shady people. That's all I'm saying. Just look into it just a teeny weeny little bit. I don't know. I guess it's not that big of a deal yet. You know, nobody wants to be the one who takes a shot and fucking misses. Fuck.
I sent you MaxZoran's tweet. He made a nice little acronym for Maya there that he said he wanted you guys to see.
Oh, that's cute. I mean that in a serious way.
Make everyone pissed off, avoid accountability, yell at people, always remember to do step one again. That's great. That's great. Good job, Max. Good job.
Oh man. It's funny to me at the same time though, right? Because now we have to archive all this shit, right? Keep records of it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's all like slanderous, crazy shit we're being accused of.
Yeah, we have to back up the fucking streams just so we have the evidence. It's like, why do we have to do all this shit, right? Because some fucking psycho legitimately stated there was CP being shown on a fucking live stream. You absolute deranged bitch. Fucking hell.
Imagine if we all actually had to go to court and we all get to wear nice suits and have like hours and hours of this fucking stream
litigation.
You still wear the weenie, right? You still wear the weenie.
I will have to sit there with the fucking.
You would wear it with your suit, right? Right, Steve?
I would wear the hoodie with my suit.
That's right.
Just when they get thrown out of court immediately. Like, fucking take that suit off, you fucking jackass.
No joke. I would have to be there, fucking explaining how I'm fucking high and how I.
That's gonna go over so well.
That's gonna go over so fucking well. But sit there, explain why I'm fucking high and why I'm calling her a cunt on fucking live streams. I mean, you know, because she is a fucking cunt. And because I think we've proven that, and her own fucking actions have proven it too. Anyway,
well, and you're entitled to your opinion as well. If you want to think she's a cunt, think she's a cunt.
Yeah, well, of course, that is my opinion, right? I look, the things that we have been able to prove are specifically about, you know, her not being a cam model when she was underage. The images in question are from when she was a cam model. Like, again, it's been debunked, it's been disproven. The idea that there was a Google Drive with CP in it has been debunked by fucking Repzilla himself, who went into that folder and looked. And if you want to say, well, even the very notion, they look at it, because everybody knew it was bullshit, right? Because everybody said there's nothing in there that would, and you know, they still repeat it because they're fucking idiots. Like, you really think that stuff would just be openly online, right? You think, I don't know what to say here. Like, it's so fucking stupid. You have to be fucking mentally fucking challenged to actually believe that shit. And she's fucking, like, she's trying to DM people too. Like, Allie went ahead and contacted me with the fucking shit that she was saying to her.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's fucking, that's nasty, right? It's fucking nasty, the shit they do, right? Anyways, my point stands. Like, if you're gonna fucking be pissy at someone for doing one thing and then sit there and go like, well, I mean, they're kind of like, you know, we're kind of tight right now, so I don't really want to call it out. I mean, you know, you don't have any fucking integrity at that point. And if you really feel like what I'm saying was wrong, then at least fucking explain it to me, right?
True.
Explain to me how I'm incorrect here. Slam me down. Like I, at the end of the day, this is not the biggest thing going on in my life. I feel for the people that get sucked up into it. I really do. But I've got a job.
I do it for you, asshole. Like, what are you talking about?
Let me finish my dramatic speech.
Go ahead.
Fucking dick.
It's only been going on for like 15 minutes.
Yes.
We're hitting 3 hours. You've been speeching for 20.
Oh, dude, 3 hours. Yeah, that's good.
You're right.
I realized.
If either of us are wrong, myself or about the things that we're saying, have a conversation with us. And I've said, like, there's certain things that I was told that I didn't know. It changed my perspective a little bit. I think Or would feel the same way, but we can't have a rational conversation with anyone because of stupid little bullshit like that. And it's how they treat everybody who criticizes them. So, like what? Like, you can't fucking call it out? I don't know, man. It just seems like some fucking weak shit.
Get that weak shit out of here.
Fuck.
Let's get out of here, gents.
All right.
Yeah, let's run away.
Well, hold on.
Patreon.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's updated.
Did you give me an updated one?
No, dude, I didn't give you an updated one. I'm letting you know that there's people who pledged or donated, whatever you call it.
I called it out earlier.
Good job.
Mm-hmm. Actually, let me do this really quick so everyone gets their shout outs.
I'm here for Crow's cause.
See, Crow? That's good. Oh, you're not reading them out? You're just going to show them?
No, I'm holding up the list right now. Okay, so we have Dagger, Caddy Bailey, and Julian Cyan. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Guys, if you want to support the channel, all you have to do is go to the Patreon link in the description. And, if you can't donate, that's perfectly fine. Believe me, I understand times get tough. If you could, though, a little bit more helpful would be if you could just like and subscribe to the streams. It's really important that we continue to grow the channel. We're almost at 1,000 subs. We really do appreciate it. And my goodness, am I tired. Or do the outro.